It's like an old charger that I use for YouTube too, so I can't like use the same charger and go back and forth. But Skenes has got an out. Here's a long fly ball way out. Oh, it's gonna be caught. He's camped. 2 outs in the 7th. Man, these are quick innings. Perfect game, 6 2/3. These are quick innings. My goodness. Let's bring in the audio. In the zone. First 20 batters. Perfect game for Paul Skenes if you can. Get it loaded up on MLB TV and watch. Henry Davis and Paul Skenes are working. Oh, he gets a strike call there. That was down. All right, let's start opening these. I think we're ready to go. Foul ball, 1-2 count. Let me read off all the names. I'm getting distracted by this game. I'm so excited. Paul Skenes is about to pitch a perfect game. I wish I was there in Milwaukee. Imagine being. You can hear the buzz in the crowd. They're starting to get on Skenes' side. I know that they're all Brewers fans, but if you have the chance to watch a perfect game, it's probably the only chance you'll get in your life. NPO's got the Arizona Diamondbacks. Atlanta going to post. Travis has the Baltimore Orioles. Sebastian has the Boston Red Sox. David Shee has got the Chicago Cubbies. White Sox going to David Shee. Cincinnati Reds going to Michael. Cleveland going to Slice. The Great Bambino has Colorado. Detroit Tigers going to the Great Bambino as well. Houston and Jedi, Bambino with the Royals. Psalms with the Angels. TJ Miller's got the Dodgers. Miami going to one Chris. Bambino with the Twins. Paul Skenes with the 3-2 count. Perfect game on the line. Fouled back. If he walks, then the perfect game is gone. Bambino with the Minnesota Twins. Mets going to the Bambino. He's also got the Yankees. Jerry's got the Oakland A's. T-Med's got the Phillies. Pirates going to Jeff Powell. Bambino, 3-2 count. Fouls off another pitch. Perfect game. Still in limbo. San Francisco Giants going to Jerry. Seattle Mariners going to the Great Bambino. Rob and with the Cardinals. Tampa Bay Rays going to T-Train. BGOH with the Texas Rangers. Chris Randall's got his Blue Jays. And Messias with the Nationals. We're all ready to go. Let's see what we can do. Here's the pitch. Oh, freaking kidding me. Little weak ground ball. Second base was pulled way over towards first base. Nowhere. And Paul Skenes is like, what the heck? That's not a seeing eye single. That's freaking weak little ground ball by Jake Bowers, who's an absolute bum. Come on. Wow. Why was he pulled in so much? He should have been back a little more. He was like in on the dirt. Well, perfect game's gone. Let's keep the shutout going. Yeah, they'll pull him out now. Perfect game gone, no hitter gone. What's he at? 91 pitches. Yeah, this is it. He'll have the chance to get through this. Then they're taking him out after this. Nobody's happier than Donnie Kelly because now he doesn't have to worry about all the drama that goes into this. What a performance by Skenes. Brandon Lau is, I haven't seen him that much, but he's only been in Pittsburgh for less than a month now. Great hitter. The defense doesn't have a lot of range. There's a pop-up that should do it. O'Neal Cruz takes a circuitous route, even on a pop-up. Puts it away. 7 shutout, 1-hit innings. Yeah, Brandon Lau, I don't know. I could see him moving over to first base, playing some first base or something. I mean, he's not that tall, but I'm sure he can man first base. I guess you don't have to be 6'5". How about that, Paul Skenes? That's what we needed. Perfect game into the 7th, 6 2/3. The only hit was probably the weakest hit ball of the night. There's Larry Garcia. The Pirates, who are last place team now in that division, despite having a winning record, needed this. They're up by a decent amount that even the bullpen shouldn't be able to blow it. Mystery Paxton says stock is rising again after that outing. This is Mackenzie Gold. I would say so. That ERA is probably down to what, 250 or something like that? If you take out opening day, his ERA is like 0 point something now. Just, he's been absolutely lights out all year, except for that one inning where O'Neal Cruz completely screwed him. But who knows? Maybe that inning is what O'Neal Cruz needed to wake up, because he's been good this year at the plate. It's going to be close to 1 if he comes out. I would say, I think it was at 127 coming into the game. That has 7 scores. It should be up. If you take out opening day, his ERA is under 1. Overall, his ERA for this year is probably like 2 point something. I just love watching it drop. We've been watching it drop from 67 now down into the 2s. Still has a ways to go to catch Ohtani, but Ohtani's not going to have a 0.38. Ohtani's really, really good. And, love these great competitions. Here's another one from a hot box. I just grabbed whole stacks of some of these. Perdomo rookie's a nice one. I think he's coming out. Usually if you see players going up to them and congratulating them, they're coming out. There's something on the back of this Bailey Falter. Yep. Glaber, there's our first one. Let's go. Says, hey, Jebs, you're my favorite baseball YouTuber. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Man, I feel like I should have been opening 2024 update with a perfect game going on there. This is J-Rod Chrome. Those are rare. Getting a Chrome card in 2023. Numbered to $9.99. Usually got maybe 1 per box, but at least we have those hot box parallels. This might be the lead story on all of the baseball recap shows. Paul Skenes' perfect game into the 7th inning. For the next break, Big Daddy, thank you very much. I got to get that one ready to go. For the next one up, it's the signed bat box. The Under Wraps bat box is up next. Get ready for that. Let's grab the next stack here. We got here some Heritage. Start off with the 2026. Marcelo Ozuna wrote the one right at the shortstop. He's been hitting. There we go. A nice second hit. Manny Machado. It's a thick card. The Padres get on the board. We're at 2 hits already. Typically, we average about 3 hits. Earlier this week, we had 7. I think that was maybe Sunday night we had 7. I think Tuesday night we had 2 or 3. We're already at 2. I used to really hate Henry Davis just because I was really disappointed what a huge bust he has been as a number 1 overall pick in the whole country. But Paul Skenes is kind of making me like Henry Davis because Davis has become such a good catcher. Paul Skenes will not work with anybody else. It tells you something. 4-0 now. Mason Montgomery, the flame-throwing lefty's up in the bullpen. He's not a closer or anything, more of a middle relief guy. Hopefully he doesn't blow it. You know what's always the worst? If you're a Pirates fan, you know what we were talking about. Hey, Mix, how's it going? Paul Skenes will pitch a game like this. It'll be 4-0. Bullpen comes in and will give up 4 runs, and then he can't get a win. It happens all the time. They just blow his games. Hey, a red ink Freddie Peralta, numbered to 73. There you go, Brew Crew. He was the wins leader last year in the National League. Now with the Mets, that's going to go to the great Bambino. Our 3rd hit already. Great Bambino with the Milwaukee Brewers, right? I think Chris has the Marlins, unless my list is messed up. Ranaher just legged out an infield single. Very nice. Baby says, that's not mine. What? I got to make sure that I get this fixed up. Sometimes that happens. I make a mistake. Let me check that again. Maybe I started typing B and it was supposed to be Big Daddy. Let me double check that. Milwaukee Brewers are one Chris. I've switched you guys here. I have one Chris on the Marlins. When he should have that. So one Chris, you got that one. Great Bambino, thanks for pointing that out. A little error on my behalf. See, I was all distracted by that Paul Skenes no-hitter / perfect game. All right, it's fixed now. Yeah, whatnot, Chris. One Chris, he's the man. He helps me out a lot with, when there's a pre-sale. He just helped me out with Bowman. He got me $7,000 and some worth of Bowman. Because he'll buy it and have it shipped to me. Like he'll put it on his card, and then he'll send me an invoice, and I'll send him the money for it. And I really appreciate him doing that because it's so tough to get product. One Chris, we are not worthy, says Mystery Pack. So there's our first auto. It's a red ink, too. That's nice. So we've got 3 hits already, and we're not even halfway through these packs. Off to a fantastic start. Let's do a 2021 pack next. The 50 hobby pack round coming through once again. There's Jet Chisholm rookie card in there. He's been awful this year, from what I understand. Another hit, Salvador Perez, hit number 4. Kansas City Royals. We might go 7 tonight. Is this another one? We might have another hit here. Nah, old Nolan Arenado is going to break it up. Well, 4 hits already. Jazz hit a home run 2 nights in a row. He's going for 50. Hit number 5. Tyler Locklear, 250. Man, where's Steve? Because he's usually pretty bullish on these 50 hobby pack rounds. That's 4 and 1. 4 relics and 1 auto already. I feel like he would have picked that number. I think he picked that last time. We ended up with 2. Sometimes it swings that way. Sometimes we'll get like 7, then the next time we do a 50 hobby pack round, we'll get like 2 or 3, and then the next time we might get a bit more. Skenes had a perfect game into the 7th. He lost on a weak ground ball single that snuck through the infield. Yeah, it's gone now, but he pitched 7 shutout innings, 1 hit baseball. So 5 hits already. We might get another one here. I picked out Pro Debut because they got a great shot at autos. We got 5. We're on pace for like 8. Here's Pro Debut. Hobby packs. Is this it? There's number 6 already. Cole Carrig. Fresno Grizzlies. They're the San Francisco. No, they're the Rockies. Colorado Rockies. Numbered to 150. Colorado Rockies. Congratulations. We are on fire in this round. 6 hits. That's 2 autos and 4 relics from the 50. Pirates are going to get an easy little gift here. This error by the shortstop lets Nick Gonzalez get on base. He wasn't even hustling down the line. Bad throw. I was just grabbing stacks of packs out of boxes, and I've done pretty good here. Bambino says, I think I got 5 of those 7 hits. Bambino racking them up. And the big thing is, can Bambino get his 8th career under wraps baseball? I think he's on 7, right? We'll see. Love those under wraps baseballs. This is a brand new case that I bought, by the way. It's only the 2nd box out that we'll be opening. We also have the under wraps bat coming up next. 6 hits already, 4 relics, 2 autos. Here's 2023. Nothing in that stack. Here's a stack of 2021s. Oh, he has 8 of them. Looking for number 9, man. What a crazy collection you got there, those baseballs. They're really nice. Oh, another error? No way. What a dopey play. First baseman missed the ground ball. It flew up in the air, and he didn't know where it was. Pirates have the bases loaded. 2 errors in the inning. That's Jake Bowers who got that hit. Now he's on my crap list. I remember I still hate Sil Campusano to this day. I remember the first time I ever almost got to experience a no-hitter was Doug Drabeck back in, I think, like 1990, 90 or 91. And the Phillies bum hitter, Sil Campusano, broke it up in the 9th inning. And I still hate him to this day. Nobody knows that name at all, Sil Campusano, except me, because he ruined my no-hitter. And now Jake Bowers is on that list too. But it's different, I guess, being broken up in the 9th with like 2 outs as opposed to the 7th inning. You wrote Andy Hawkins no-hitter. Wasn't that the game where he lost the no-hitter? There's Eddie Rosario. Yep, I remember that one. I mean, I wasn't there, but you know how I know that? I remember the 1992 scorecard of it or whatever it was. Like reading the box score. How do you get these? I have a whole bunch of hobby boxes downstairs, and I usually just grab a stack from each hobby box and just bring them up. Get 50 hobby packs for everybody. There's Garrett Crochet rookie card in there. He's been a little bit spotty this year, but he'll be fine. Doug Drabeck did play for the Astros. He was with the Pirates before that. He was great with the Pirates, won a Cy Young. Before that, he was with the Yankees. I think we traded Brian Fisher for Doug Drabeck. What a great trade that ended up being. Brian Fisher. Who even remembers that bum? Do you remember the combined no-hitter that the Pirates had years back? I remember that too. I was actually practicing driving. I was at the driver center practicing parallel parking. It was Francisco Cordova and Ricardo Rincon. It was in July of 1997 as that happened. I would go on and get my driver's license in August of 97. Yep. I was listening to it like on the seat of my car. My dad was in there. Connor's having a great birthday. Full count right now. I'm a pitch or 2 behind. He drives one into the gap. He is breaking this one open. That should get at least 2 in. Yes, it brings home 2. Connor Griffin's 20 years old, and now he's good. He's good again. He got all the jitters out as a 19-year-old teenager. He was terrible as a teenager. I'll say it. I was starting to think he should get sent down. His OPS was 489, which is maybe the worst in baseball. Like, that's ridiculously low. But since turning 20, he's been on fire tonight. He drives in 2 more, has his first major league home run tonight. And 6 runs is really going to help Skenes. And now all those runs belong to Skenes. So if the bullpen does come in and blow it, they'd have to give up 6 for him to not get a win and get a no decision. Henry Davis, make sure that we can get that. No, they almost dropped that one. Catcher and first baseman converged. Jake Bowers had to make an awkward catch there. And well, they're out of the inning. Here's your 2026 Series 1. I think after this, we're watching the. I'm probably going to try to watch the Dodgers game. I think they're after this. We'll see. We'll see what else is available on Fubo, which usually has a game or 2. Under Outs Bat Box coming up next. It looks like another hit right there, which would be number 7. Apple TV. I don't have Apple TV. I think my wife has it. I wonder if I can. It's probably not signed in. My wife was watching something on Apple TV. She's on a trial membership because she wants to watch some show with that actress from Scandal. She was watching it today. She's like, "You always do this to me." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "You always trying to have conversations with me while I'm watching my shows." And she's like, "You're never interested in any shows." She's like, "You only ever pay attention to baseball games on TV." And I said, "I think you're right." Like TV shows, just I can't get into them. dramas and stuff like that. Yep, there is hit number 7 of the round. It is Francisco Lindor, who's going to be hurt for a while now. The Mets got some bad news. He's going to be out longer than Soto was out with his calf strain. So Mets get a couple wins, and now they're without one of their big guns. So it's been a rough go for the poor Mets. Alrighty, now here we go. The main thing here. It is the Under Wraps baseball box. There's a signed baseball there. We also have Gilded coming tonight in just a minute or two. We got Series 1 Jumbo. We've got the museum collection back again. We've got Bowman Hobby. So if you want to grab any of those spots, you can. Under Wraps bat coming up next. Let's go Bucks. Who's pitching now? It is Mason Montgomery. I'm going to the game on Monday night. I bought 6 tickets. We've got a whole row to ourselves, taking the whole family. It's the first time this year. Usually I take everybody like 4, maybe 5 times a year, maybe once a month, because it's so expensive to go to the game with a whole family of 7. Luckily, one of those tickets, one of those people don't need a ticket. Jackson doesn't need a ticket yet. I think kids under 2 are free. He just had his 11-month birthday yesterday. All right, anyway, here we go. Try not to see the little card because there's a card there. Sometimes the card shows who the baseball is of. All right, here we go. Next Under Wraps baseball. These are always really nice. And this is going to be another good one. Look at the stitching here. We've got some blue. We've got some orange. Either the Mets or the Tigers, I would say. Chief says that's going to be a Mets ball right there. If it's Mets, it's the Great Bambino. If it's Tigers, it's the Great Bambino. So either way, the Great Bambino, Greg has this covered. Everybody is saying the Mets in the chat. And it is going to actually be the Tigers. Here we go. Could this be a Tarek Skubal autograph baseball? Or it could be Gleyber Torres. Let's see. It is going to be Tarek Skubal. It's his Cy Young Award baseball inscription right there. How about that? Another awesome one for the Great Bambino. It's his 9th baseball that he has come up with in our breaks. As we do, typically we do 1 round of the Under Wraps baseball every week because these are so much fun to do. And man, these look nice. These baseballs look really nice on display. If it was me, I would put that in one of those displays that has the baseball and then the card that goes next to it. You know, little stand-up holder for a card. Slip in a Tarek Skubal rookie card right next to that. Bambino says that's his 2nd Tigers ball now. 2024 AL Cy Young inscripted baseball. That's an awesome one there. I always love the ones with the official Major League Baseball logo and everything that have the team stitching on there. Really, really nice. So, Bambino, congratulations. You got what you came here for tonight. Awesome card. And if there's any, I mean, everyone knows that's Tarek Skubal because of the Cy Young designation. But if you were unsure, it says right there on the bottom of the box. Scoops. David says, I was hoping for another Jeff McNeil signed baseball. There's not a lot of bad ones in this product. Jeff McNeil was probably the worst one we ever saw. Yeah, awesome round. So, Bambino, thank you very much. Let me go ahead and jot that one down. Baseball Bambino. We'll get that shipped out on Monday morning. Now we're moving on to the next round. It's the Under Wraps signed bat box. Also, I made a list of some flash sales, which I will open those up for you. I just have to get them listed. Oda Cruz makes a nice running catch there. Nice quick inning for the Buccos. Going on to the 9th. All right, so here's our next Under Wraps bat. Last one was, who was the last one we had? It went to Michael. We had Anthony Volpe on Sunday. And then or maybe that was Tuesday. And I can't remember anymore. Fanatics Authentic Under Wraps. Ted Williams was last week. We've had some nice ones out of these. And this one comes with a Topps Holiday Mega Box from 2024, which will have a guaranteed hit in it. Let me go ahead and run a quick, because I said I would do flash sales tonight, and I feel like a big liar if I don't have that running for you. Let me go ahead and open one up right now. So we have some flash sales to run. If you want to grab any spots in this round, you can. We'll get going here in a second. 2021 Heritage Blaster Box. One sealed box. You can buy as many as you want. Let's see. I write the inventory down. I got 38 of those left. We will go ahead and sell them at under $20 a piece. And we'll get all of these running for you in a second. Bambino just picked up a spot in this round. Thank you very much, Greg. Flash sale turned on. Yeah, under 20 bucks. So if you're interested in those, that one's going to be running right now. The Heritage Blaster boxes. I'll do another one for you. Let's see, what else can we do here? How about some jumbo packs? 2021 Topps Series 2 jumbo pack. One sealed pack, buy as many as you want. I've got 3 boxes of those. That's 30. So those for under $20 a piece as well. There's David Shee grabbing himself a Heritage Blaster. Thank you very much. Look for Tarek Skubal rookies in there. And we'll get these jumbo packs going. Now, if you buy 10 of the jumbo packs, I'll send you the whole box minus the silvers. And that one is live. Hayes just picked up a blaster box. Thank you very much. There's some jumbo packs of 2021 Topps Series. And what else do I have? These are some pretty nice ones. These are big blasters. These are the biggest blasters you'll see size-wise. Like oversized blasters. 2020 Topps Archives blaster box. One sealed box. How many of those? I don't have a lot of those left. Only 25 of those. David Shee picking up some jumbos. Thank you very much. What am I selling those for? Those go for a little bit more. Get them for under 30 though. Down in the upper 20s. Those are tougher to come by. I see us picking up a jumbo. Thank you very much. Mystery Pack says that's a good Heritage Blaster box price. You better snatch them up. Yeah, I just want to clear some space. It's kind of like instead of doing a basement blowout sale, like these flash sale Fridays, like mini basement blowout sales, where I just grab a case and just sell what's in there for a good price. What else do I have from this flash sale? Amino just picked up a Heritage. Thank you very much. 500 random cards, probably mostly commons, in a white box. This is just all the extra cards I got left over. 50 of those boxes. Sell those boxes for under, get them under 30 bucks. You never know what's going to be in there either. So I just put mostly commons because that's probably what it mostly is, but there might be a couple cards slid in there. Commons box, 500 random commons. Get that going now. All right, so we've got 4 of those running. I've got 3 more flash sales to add. But in the meantime, if you want to grab any of those, they're underneath the Buy Now tab. Let's do this under wraps mega box round. Let's get a team sold. We still have the Astros left. We'll start them off at $1. The Astros are going live right now. The under wraps bat box. And I also grabbed that 2024 Topps mega box of holiday with a guaranteed auto or relic. That Astros box is going to go to Macias. Congratulations. Next, we've got the Buccos looking for the O'Neill Cruz bats, starting them off at $1. They're live right now. Come on, Chris. Chris just picked up 4 of those Heritage blaster boxes. Yeah, I'm almost out of those. Got about 1 case left. I just can't do anything with the blasters anymore because I don't put them in Patreon packs, so I just figured out to sell them all. And I'm selling them at cost too, because when I bought those in 2021, I paid probably about $20 per box. Is Barry Bonds in this stuff in the Under Wraps bats? I know Buster Posey's in there. I don't think he's in the Under Wraps bats. I do know that Under Wraps bats does have Willie Mays in there. So that's a crazy spot for the Giants. Usually the Giants sell for the Under Wraps bats pretty quickly because of that Mays spot. And we had Ted Williams from the last case. There's Michael grabbing this one. Michael, thank you very much. Here's the Oakland A's. They've got a bunch of names on this. Starting them off at $40 off, and they're live right now. They've got Nick Kurtz. They've got Jacob Wilson. They've got Reggie Jackson. Tyler Soderstrom. Man, almost a drop ball by Bowers there. That's a tough play. It was a pop-up right on the mound. Those are tough ones because you have the elevation change. Even though I hate Jake Bowers now forever. Give him props for making that tough catch. Next, we have the New York Yankees and the Dodgers, the 2 biggest and best teams coming up after this one. It's still going. Gary's in lead on the Oakland A's, and he's got them. Good luck. For those of you that have seen all these Under Wraps bats, I've read this checklist off before. The Dodgers coming up next. We're knocking them down. We'll knock $30 off and start the Dodgers up. They've got Ohtani. They've got Betts. They've got Freeman. They've got a World Series team-signed bat. They've got Silver Slugger bats. It's a loaded checklist. Mick says, remind me never to get on your hate list. You'd have to break up a no-hitter or something like that. Or just be like a hit in like every case over and over and over again, but only be worth like $1. I don't think you have to worry about being on the hate list. There's Macias. Grab that one's a good spot. And here's the last one. Mystery Pack says we are due for a Dodgers one. You know, we haven't had one in a while for the Dodgers. We have had some Under Wraps Dodgers hits. We had Roki Sasaki last week on a baseball. I had the Kirk Gibson home run, the World Series home run baseball. We had Mookie Betts on a baseball. We haven't had him on a bat yet. Here's the Yankees. Yankees have the most players by far of anyone in here. I'm knocking them down. Knocking $25 off the Yankee spot, and they're live right now. So yeah, they take up a large portion of the checklist, way more than any other team. I would surmise to say they have double what the second most team has in terms of total players on the checklist. You've got Judge, you've got Mattingly, you've got Ben Rice, you've got Joe DiMaggio on there, you've got Jeter, you've got Volpe, you've got Dominguez. These are all off the top of my head. Reggie Jackson's in there. The great Bambino, he's going to see if he can get his team. Thanks, Greg. Ninth inning here in this Pirates game. Isaac Mattson, he's a rubber arm for us. He's like in every game. I like him. He's like a 30-year-old rookie. Kept his dream alive by pitching like independent league baseball. And he's a former Pitt University pitcher, so that's nice. NPO taking the Arizona Diamondbacks. Then we've got T-Med with the Braves. T-Med, I think, has at least 4 bats, right? We should have a bat standings. I know Big Daddy, I think, has, is it 8? T-Med has 4 to 6. Big Daddy's got 7. We've got T-Med with the Baltimore Orioles. T-Med has 4, so it's 7-4. David's got 1. Boston Red Sox going to Travis. We've got the Chicago Cubs going to Big Daddy. I know EO has 1. He won 1 last week. White Sox go to the great Bambino. Michael has the Reds. Cleveland going to Michael. Michael's got a bat, at least 1. Post has the Rockies. Big Daddy's got the Detroit Tigers. Macias taking the Astros. David Shee with the Kansas City Royals. Los Angeles Angels are going to raw band. We got the Dodgers going out to, let me see. I know that Robin sent me a message about a Paul Skenes jersey. I found the list. Was it this one? You had a Dale Strawberry jersey. But the Skenes, I have David Shee taking that jersey. And then there's another one, too, where I called the jersey for somebody, but it was wrong. And it actually was supposed to be C-Weight, and we didn't recognize it till later on in the night. So I was trying to rack my brain on that. If you have the link to you winning that jersey and want to send it to me, that would be cool. They're all those pre-shows. They're all the first 5 minutes should be easy to find, right? Macias with the Dodgers spot, Post with the Marlins, Milwaukee with BGOH, Minnesota Twins. For the Great Bambino, we got the Mets going to Greg. Great Bambino with the Yankee spot. Jerry with Oakland. Philadelphia Phillies going to Big Daddy. Pittsburgh Pirates are going to Michael. San Diego Padres go to the Great Bambino. Michael's got the Giants. The Great Bambino looking for a second under wraps item of the night. He's got the Mariners. T-Med with the Cardinals. T-Train has the Rays. Texas Rangers are going to go to T-Med. Great Bambino's got the Blue Jays, and Jerry's got the Nets. Jerry's got a ton of jerseys. We need to get Jerry a bat. I don't think he's got one yet, but he'll get one eventually, that's for sure. Let's see what we can do with this. We'll start off with the Mega Box 2024. How many bats in the case? There's 8 in the case. I just bought another case from some random card shop. I sure hope that they're legit. I bought a case from Tom Brady's card shop, and I was like, oh, let me check this. Let me see where this is, since I bought it like over a week ago, and I haven't received it yet, and they haven't even shipped it yet because they want me to send all kinds of crazy information. They want me to scan my government ID and send it to them and include a handwritten note and all kinds of stuff. Like, I've never heard of anyone do that before. Like, I bought cases for more than the bat case is. Red Sox Tom says it sounds like a scam. Sure does. Remember Tom Brady got scammed by that crypto guy? He's paranoid. I mean, I might just send them my my driver's license with everything covered up except for my address, which they have anyway, from my order. Like, my name and address will be on there. Like, it's so stupid. It's like a pain in the butt. Like, I'm ready to. I was going to do a second bat round tonight, but I only have 1 bat left now. I need that for Sunday night. Last bat of the case for Sunday. And then hopefully this other case that I just bought tonight will come in for the Wednesday breaks. Or Tuesday breaks. There's Ellie De La Cruz. That's his rookie card. And that is a short print right there with the Christmas hat on. They paid for the 2-day shipping, too. So if they ship it tomorrow, should have it. And by the way, Pirates just won. 6-0. Paul Skenes. 7 shutout innings. 6 2/3 perfect innings. Without giving up anything. Hopefully he gets a no-hitter in his career at some point with the Buccos. There's another Ellie De La Cruz rookie card. Jackson Merrill. That's a short print of Yamamoto right there. Jackson Chorio rookie card. That's why I like doing the 2024 boxes every now and again over like a Andy Pajes rookie card. He's been crazy good. Colton Cowser, that's a short print on his rookie card. That's like the 3rd short print already. I thought there was 2 in here. I guess I was wrong. We haven't seen the hit yet. There's a guaranteed hit in every one of these boxes, and it's coming up. Right here, it's a relic of Salvador Perez going out to the Royals. White leg for rookie card. He just landed on the injured list the other day. And now it's time for the main event, the Under Wraps bat. Next round, by the way, I have not opened it up yet, or not posted it yet. We have Gilded on the way, and it might be Gilded next. Let's see here. We have the Bowman Hobby Box for 2025. We have Museum, which is down to 17. That's currently in the lead. And Gilded's at 18. So Museum is coming next, and you guys get to pick that box. So get ready. Connor Griffin is getting the interview on his 20th birthday. Let's see what he has to say before we open this box. Andrew, picking up a Bowman spot. Thank you. This home run, by the way, landed in the bullpen. Pirates, I think bullpen catcher or coach, snatched it up. All right, time for the bat. Nice to see Connor Griffin finally have some success after a rough couple weeks to start his career. Let me go ahead and mute this. Under Wraps bat. Andrew just picked up the spot. Thank you very much in the jumbo box round. Those jumbos might be 500 blocks. I haven't checked them out every past week, but every single week they would go up. And as long as that mantle hasn't been found yet, they're going to keep on going up. And the Willie or the Hank Aaron too. All right, here we go. It's the next Under Wraps bat box. Good luck, everybody. Let's see if we can get a big one. Looking for a big Hall of Famer or a big star or a big rookie. Hopefully no like backup infielders or anything like that. We've only ever really had one bad bat. All righty. Let's see what we have here. This is the bat. It is a Rawlings model. And here comes your bat. Next one up from the Under Wraps bat box is going to be, that's Nick Kurtz. How about this one? A Nick Kurtz, your Rookie of the Year. Oakland A's are going to get it. And Jerry does get his first career bat. Congratulations, Jerry. A Nick Kurtz autographed bat. Go ahead and get yourself a bat holder for this and put it up on the wall. That's awesome. So Jerry with his first career bat to go along with those jerseys. And I think he's got some Under Wraps baseballs too, but a really nice one right there. Nick Kurtz. Jerry says, you called it. Yeah, literally I said, oh, maybe Jerry will get a bat tonight. And he does. Nick Kurtz with that Oakland A's spot comes in. Rookie autographed bat right there. Very, very nice. Congrats. Chris Randall says he's off to bed, so just, I know you're in a break tonight. You'll have to check out, if maybe if you have an upcoming break, check it out on YouTube. I think you said you paid for your spot from a couple days ago. I'll get that sent out first thing on Monday. But Jerry taking that bat, that's awesome, man. Let me mark that one down. Bat goes to Jerry. All right. Next one up, we've got Museum, and you know that we let the chat pick the box in Museum. They usually do pretty darn good with picking. So there's 4 boxes for the chat to choose from. There's going to be a poll that's going to pop up over on the right-hand side of your screen. And you get to choose which box you think is the good one. So choose the box. I've had a lot of good boxes from Museum, a lot of heavy boxes. Very rarely do we get a totally dud box. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1's on the left. Then it goes 2, 3, and 4 is on the very, very right. We'll go ahead and let that one go. This one comes with a Stadium Club hobby box as well. Not a blaster, not a mega, a full-on hobby box of Stadium Club. Let's grab that next hobby box. Get a little low on those hobby boxes, but we've had some nice ones come out of there. Let's see here. Where's my Stadium Club hobbies? Here we go. I moved the case. Sunday night we'll be back with another round of Underwraps bats. We'll have some of the other popular ones like Inception will be back probably on Sunday. Pristine will come back on Sunday. I don't think we have Pristine tonight. Just kind of limited breaks on a Friday, just a couple rounds. Alrighty, so Museum, and it is tied up between box 2 and box 3. So we'll leave it open a little longer. Here's all the Cleveland Guardians in this round. They're live right now. Cleveland Guardians. First one up. While those are running, I'll go ahead and sort out a few of these cards from the last round. Cleveland's going to be sold. Going to Andrew. Congratulations, Andrew. Here's one I'll start down at just 15. It's the Rockies spot. It's going live right now. And that one's going to go to Hayes. Thank you very much. By the way, all the jerseys will give away at the end of the night. So if you grab any spots in any of these rounds, you'll be eligible. Next up, we got the Texas Rangers. We're knocking them down to $19. It's live right now. Ben Rice just hit a home run number 9. There was the line on him. I could have bet on Ben Rice and probably would have won a bunch of money. The line on him for his over-under for home runs for the year was 26.5. He's almost halfway there already. It's still April. Guess I should have taken that bet, but I don't really bet all that often because every time I do, I end up losing. I figured if he stays healthy, that's a good bet. But what happens if he gets hurt? I guess he still could get hurt. Hopefully he doesn't. That one's going to go to David Chi with the Ranger spot. Thank you, David. Next, we got another good one here. It's the Blue Jays looking for Vladdy. He's live right now. Blue Jays are live right now. And that one is going to have a home. It's going to Cerebral. Thank you very much. We'll go Giants next. We'll knock the Giants down to under 30. They're at 29 right now. Giants have some big names in there. We actually found a Willie Mays cut auto not that long ago. I got to make some of these into shorts to show to everybody. I've never done that. I got months worth of shorts that I could be putting up from all these museum pulls, and I just never have time. Only 25 more days left to work, though, and then I'm done forever. Jerry's going to have that spot. Thanks, Jerry. My kids are asking me what I was going to do next, like my actual biological kids, because they don't. I don't think they consider like opening cards a job. They're like, so what's your next job going to be? I was like, I don't know. I said, I wouldn't mind doing DoorDash. That seems kind of relaxing. So they think I'm going to be a DoorDasher now. David says, acting? I don't think I'd be a good actor. Next one is the Mets. They're live right now. I don't think I could snap into some other role. I don't know. We have some old home movies of we used to do Saturday Night Live rip-offs / skits, and they're kind of cringe for all of us. Like I don't think any of us did a good job. Next, we've got the Houston Astros. They're going next. We'll knock them down to under $30. You're looking for Bagwell, Biggio, Cam Smith, Nolan Ryan. They're live right now. The Astros spot. Michael is going to take that Astro spot. Thank you, Michael. Next up, let's do some Cardinals. We'll knock them down to 35, about $15 off the Cardinal spot. Don't be a DoorDash. You just gave me an extra large iced coffee and 2 Red Bulls instead of my hot, yummy dinner. It says 3x3. They messed it up. They messed it up. How was the traffic with the draft going on? It didn't affect me at all. I don't really work in Pittsburgh. I work close to Pittsburgh, so I don't have to go through those tunnels and everything and get on the highways that go through Pittsburgh to get to my job. I go back ways, so I was just fine. I didn't even notice anything. I didn't even have to cover class today, which was nice. I think there's 8 total teachers out today. And usually when it gets to 9 or 10, then I have to cover a class. Like on Wednesday, I had to cover one because there was an Earth Day field trip and all the science teachers were gone, plus the teachers that called off. So I think I'm at the bottom of the list when they pick for someone to cover. I'm always like the last one to go because I specifically requested not to have to cover classes. Even though it's good pay, $50 for 40 minutes of just sitting there. I don't know. I just don't like it. I have such a busy schedule that one free period is just I need it. But anyway, here's the next spot. It's the Orioles. We're knocking them down to $35. It's $15 off. Go Cubs. What are they at? 10 wins in a row? Maybe 11 after tonight. I don't know. 9 in a row. Maybe 10 after tonight. Let me see if I can watch any more games. I know Apple TV's got one, but I don't have Apple TV. My wife has it on the other TV, but I don't know her password. Yankees and Astros. Let's check them out. That game's just starting now. 7th inning. Wow. What a boring game, 10-2. Why are the Astros so bad? This is just like the worst year that they've had since they were the Disastros of like 2010 when they were really, really bad. Before they used to tank on purpose, then they got good draft picks, and they've been good ever since. Here's the Nationals coming up next. We'll do them for half price. Nationals spot live right now. No pitching. I know they got some injuries. Hunter Brown is a big loss. Yordan Alvarez has been one of the best hitters in all of baseball and not making much of a difference. Remember when the Astros in the National League? Yeah, we used to see them all the time. PNC Park, back in the late 2000s, early 2010s. They were such a joke, too. The Astros were an absolute joke. They looked like they were like watching their stretches and everything. They would try to do like choreographed team stretches before they would start warming up before batting practice, and they couldn't even get that right. There would be players out of sync. We used to, me and my friends that would be at the ballpark used to make fun of them. Like they can't even stretch right. Let's go with the Buccos. Looking for Skenes. I'll knock them down to under $50. They're live right now. The good thing about this Yankees game is they get hit here. We're about ready to get into pitchers or batters pitching territory. It's 10-2. If they can drive a couple more runs and get it by like 10, Astros might bring in a position player to pitch. Here goes the buck goes to Jeff. Thanks, Jeff. Only a couple teams left. Here's all the Red Sox. We'll knock them down. $25 off the Red Sox. They get a bunch of good names on the checklist, and they're live right now. Goldie going to pitch. I don't think the Yankees will bring in a pitcher, but I do think that the Astros might because they're down by so much. Oh, they're going to maybe turn a double play here. They screw that up somehow. I don't know if you're watching the game. They screwed up an easy tailor-made double play. Did they even get that out at second base? I guess they did. Barely. Kojaks is going to have that Red Sox spot. Thank you very much, Corey. Bad throw. Correa's like falling over. He does step on the base, and then I guess give Correa props for saving that and making it somewhat close at first. Almost totally screwed that up. Correa almost single-handedly saved that play. Here's the Tigers will also knock $25 off of them. They're live right now. 11-2 Yankees. I'm surprised the Astros didn't challenge that call at first. They must be out of challenges because it looked like he was out on the replay. Kojak's taking the Oakland A's. Thank you very much. He was definitely out. Oh, now they called him out. Called him out, I guess. I don't even know what happened there. He wasn't even running hard. What's McMahon doing? Like, freaking bench that bum. Are they talking about it? What box did everyone pick? Well, I haven't taken it, but it looks like it's going to be box number 3. Here's the last team. It's the Nationals. They're a $55 team. You get all the expos. You get the James Wood, Dylan Cruz, rookies and rookie autos. They're live for $1. We'll be ready to go. Kojaks just took the Dodgers and Gilded. That'll be coming up next. That's a big spot. A big round. That Gilded spot. It's the last box of Gilded that I have. I bought a half case. Home run by Caballero. 12-2. We got to bring in a position player at this point. Absolute blowout of the Astros. CD Bean taking the national spot. Thank you very much. Big Daddy says they're going wild in New York. Yeah, they are just blowing the doors off. I don't even know why these fans are still sticking around. They must be mostly Yankees fans. I mean, 12-2. I guess I would probably still be sticking around too if the Yankees were winning 12-2. Just to see another Judge at bat. After Judge hits in the 8th, I'd probably take off. Beat the traffic. Box 3, call it. Yeah, it's over. 41% to 31%. Box 3 wins. Let's see here what we got. I'm going to read off all the names. And then we'll get into Gilded after this. Round number 5 of the night. We have the Arizona Diamondbacks going to T-Med. The Atlanta Braves will go to T.J. Miller. Baltimore Orioles going to Benny. Benny the Jet. Boston Red Sox going to Kojaks. David Shee is going to go to the Chicago Cubs. David Shee's got the White Sox. Jerry's got the Reds. With the Cleveland Guardians going to Andrew Dave. We've got the Colorado Rockies going to Hayes. Cerebral is going to have the Detroit Tigers. Houston Astros going to Michael. 52. Kansas City Royals going to the Great Bambino. Los Angeles Angels going to RSC3. Got Tim with the Dodgers. Post is going to have the Miami Marlins. Got the Milwaukee Brewers going to David Shee. Minnesota Twins going to David Shee. Mets going to Greg. You got the New York Yankees going to Greg. Kojaks is going to have the Oakland A's. Phillies go to Big Daddy. Pittsburgh Pirates will go to Jeff Powell. Got the San Diego Padres going to T-Med. Jerry's going to have the Giants. BGOH is going to have the Mariners. Big Daddy's got the Cardinals. We got the Rays going to MPO, Texas Rangers. We'll go to David Shee. Toronto Blue Jays go to Cerebral. And the Nationals go to CD Bean. So pick your team round number 5. He's just about ready to go. Mystery Pack's calling another 1 of 1. We had one last week with the Hank Aaron, 1 of 1. We got Bowman Hobby, still coming up. We've got Gilded coming up next, though, so I'll get that pinned. There it is. Gilded Collection is pinned right now. Here's another free pack of cards for everybody. And let's start with Stadium Club and see what we can do here. Good luck. We also have the flash sales running underneath the Buy Now tab if you're interested in any of those. We got 4 of them listed right now. I guess I'll list another one real quick because I do still have a couple more left. What else do I have here? Here is a flash sale of 2 jumbo boxes of 2025 Bowman Draft. 2025 Bowman Draft Jumbo Pack, 1 sealed pack. There's 24 of them available. I don't even know what these packs go for. I think they're $7.50 a box. I'll just divide it out. Bowman Draft. Let's see here. Yeah, they're actually, the supers are up over 1,000 now. Bowman Draft Jumbo case is $7 grand for 8 boxes. They're even more than that. $7,000 for 8 boxes. That's $875 a pack. 875 divided by 12 is $73. You know what I'll do them for that price. I know Whatnot's going to take 13 to 15%, but we'll list them at $73. If you want a Bowman Draft Jumbo pack, get that flash sale going for you. Yeah, they keep going up in price with what some of these guys are doing in the minors. $73 is what they got to be to break even. Set the flash sale for 73. And that one's live. I do have 2 more flash sales that I can add in. One of them is another blaster, and another one is the collector's kit binders. Let's see. The bats and jerseys really helps. The Under-Arms bats are awesome. Yeah, I like having a round of those every night. We'll have another one Sunday. Tuesday and Wednesday, I don't know. I've got my last bat going out on Sunday night. I have 2 more cases that I bought. Tom Brady is holding my case hostage, though. He wants my ID. Kojak's picking up 3 of the Bowman Draft Jumbo packs. Thank you very much. First he asked for ID, then a kidney. Yeah, I'm going to send him I'll send him my ID, but I'm covering up all my information except for my address. Here's the first box. Would you consider doing 2026 Fanatics Eminent? That's the signed photos. I would do that. I should do that. Those under wraps rounds are really, really good. I once had an offer for a whole case of Eminent, and I turned it down. And then everyone told me how great those cases were. I never even opened one up. Astros get one back here. There's a home run by Diaz. Those Crawford boxes. Here's a nice PCA. That's a black and white. Might as well stat pad a little bit. So trying to get your hacks in, even if you're losing by 10. Jacob Wilson on the red is a good one. There will be an autograph coming up in here somewhere. At least one. Some of these boxes have 2. There's a nice Ohtani. That'll get you some money. Those are probably worth at least $20, I'd imagine. Any parallel Ohtani goes for good money, even the unnumbered ones. We've got a gold autograph on the way. Here we go. A gold. This is going to be a good one. These refractor autos are usually big names. Here it comes. It is going to be Trey Sweeney. I guess not a big name, but it's number to 50. It's a Topps Chrome Gold Refractor going to the Tigers owner. So congratulations on that one. That's going to go to, it's Cerebral taking this one. Congrats. You don't see those Chrome autos that often, so that's a nice find right there. David Cheek wins a free bonus pack. Congratulations. Toss an extra pack into your stack. All those jerseys, by the way, for each of these rounds, we're doing it in the post show tonight. We'll do it over on YouTube after this break concludes. So if you want to see if you win a jersey, you'll see that way everyone has a shot. Because the early birds, we would fill up all the underwraps bat rounds and the 50 hobby pack rounds. Those would fill really quick, but some of the rounds would only sell like 3 spots pre-show. And I was like, that's not the intent. I'm hoping this, sell a little more so that when we do go live, we can get right into it, go a little faster. So we'll give everyone a shot, I guess, at the end. Seeing what works best. Hey, there's Steve. 12-hour shift is done. Let's see. You missed so far. The underwraps baseball was Tarek Skubal. Inscribed Cy Young Award baseball. Going to the great Bambino. It's his 9th career baseball. There's another home run by Brayden Shoemake. The Astros are making a little noise here in this blowout game. The underwraps bat going to Jerry. Jerry's first career bat. And it's a good one. A Nick Kurtz autograph bat. The rookie of the year. What else? 50 hobby pack round was pretty crazy. We had 7 hits. I think it was 2 autos and 5 relics or something like that. A lot of hits out of that round. No silver pack round tonight. Maybe I'll bring that back for Sunday. Museum, you're just in time to see that one. I think that's all we've done so far. Just 2 rounds. Yeah, it's the 2 rounds. That's the recap for those. And now we're going to get into museum. 3x3 says, I was at Dave and Adam's store today. I've been there a couple times up in Buffalo. Apparently, if you buy a battered jersey, they don't even give you the case or frame it's displayed in. What? That's kind of a ripoff. They just throw your jersey in a bag, throw it in a Dave and Adam's bag, and there you go. I don't know about that. There's Roki Sasaki. That sounds like Dave and Adam's Big Daddy. Yeah, getting a jersey mounted is going to be expensive. I would imagine it'd be at least $100 or more. There's the autograph, Connor Norby. So the Marlins will get in on it. Marlins, the cheapest spot in the break, going to Post, and Post is going to come up with the nice one right there. Congrats, Post. We're going to probably lose the YouTube feed at some point. My phone will die. I don't know where my charger is. I took it into school, and now I don't know whatever happened to it. And I remember when I was packing up my bag today, I was like, I better take this charger out so that, I have it. And then I bet what happened is one of the kids saw it and grabbed it, stole it. They do that all the time. They take chargers. They probably thought it was free game. I'm going to go look around real quick and see if it's plugged in any of the outlets out in the living room. Be right back, and then we'll get into the museum box that the chat picked, box number 3. I just want to keep the YouTube feed running because otherwise it's going to die. I was exactly right. I know my kids well. I was plugged over in the corner of the living room where Emmy likes to sit and be on her iPad. She probably plugged it in this morning. played some home run derby yesterday on my Thursday day off. A little bit of wiffle ball action. Good old time. All right, well, at least that's plugged in. Actually, I'm not liking this. There's a big knot in this. I always run this cord up along the side and drape it over my other phone so it stays out of my way. And now, for some reason, it's not reaching really. I don't know what's going on with this now. Let's switch some. Down here and yell at me. Wi-Fi's out. What'd you do? All right, it's back. Wi-Fi is back. We went from like 50 viewers down to 2 on YouTube. Everybody left. Well, that's okay. Also, I wanted is I like to have it archived over there in the stream. All right, so we're all back up and running. Thanks. I was an idiot and disconnected my Wi-Fi. Here we go. We've got this, and then coming up next, it's Gilded Collection. Let's see what we got here. Chat picked box number 3, and it looks like you picked well again. Just judging off of the cross-section, that third card looks thick, meaning a bonus autograph. So we've got Nolan Ryan to start and Babe Ruth. And then, yep, you're going to have a 4th hit. You did it again. White Sox Tom says, I picked it. Great choice. All righty, here we go with, let me just get up to date on the chat before we start unveiling all these hits. XG Monster said something that Steve's calling attention to. For the 500 random card, are there inserts and parallels? It's literally a bunch of random stuff. And from the Mystery Box Monday stuff, I put those extra cards in there too. There might be, but there'll be maybe at least a few sleeve cards in there. But there might just also be a bunch of base. But it's under $30. It's literally just mystery things. Anyway, we got Albert Pujols to start, numbered 299. For the Cardinals, the other numbered card, it's going to be a copper of Luke Kershaw, numbered to 249. It's a rookie card. Here comes the relic. It is going to be, how about a Riley Green jumbo patch, numbered 10 of 15. That's a pretty good hit. The Tigers have been pulling well tonight. This one is going to go to, it looks like it's Cerebral. Congratulations. Great hit. Big Riley Green patch for you. Looks like maybe it is part of the E on the back of the jersey. Next, we have an autograph. It is going to be a Jackson Merrill patch auto. This is shaping up to be another great box of museum. It goes to T-Med, who's got the San Diego Padres spot in this one. Congrats, T-Med. Jackson Merrill, and he's been doing such a good job with his autographs recently, taking time and giving you good autographs. And a lot of 2024 products, some of his autos were just horrid. Next one, another auto, Caden Dana, pitcher for the Dodgers. Or not Dodgers, sorry, Angels, going to RSC with the Angel spot. And now your bonus hit, it is going to, I see pinstripes. It is going to be, how about a Hall of Famer, Wade Boggs, from the Showpieces signature checklist in museum. Another fantastic box of museum collection with the Jackson Merrill jumbo patch, the Riley Green jumbo patch, extra auto, and a Wade Boggs number to 25. That goes to the Yankees. Yankee spot going to Greg. Congratulations, Greg. That's why you pick up the Yankees. Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. That's a great card right there. Very nice. Mystery Pack says, holy freaking crap on that one. Very nice. Get that one graded. Says Mystery Pack. Awesome Wade Boggs card right there. And that round is in the books. We got Gilded Collection coming up right now. We'll go ahead and get that one ready to go as I get these autographs situated here. Sleeved up and all that good stuff. Yeah, that's a great Wade Boggs. Great looking Wade Boggs card. Right there for you. So Gilded Collection, one of just 3 remaining breaks on this evening. Only 6 rounds tonight just because we start later on Fridays. There's a spot. Braden picking up the Buccos. Thanks, Braden. Let's go ahead and get this one ready. By the way, all of you that grab spots tonight are all in the running for the jerseys again, just like the olden days, except we just do them all at once at the end of the show over on YouTube. Little post show instead of pre-show. They're all listed on Patreon if you want to know exactly who the jerseys are. But they vary from Jackie Robinson to Paul Skenes to, who else is in there? Andrew McCutcheon. And I can't remember off the top of my head, but they're all decent jerseys, of course. No bums. No Tommy Pham jerseys or anything like that. No players that changed teams long ago. You're not going to get a, say, I don't know, like a Bryce Harper Nationals jersey or something like that. All right, that round is in the books. Good round right there. Let's go ahead and see what we can do now. So this one also comes with a Celebration Mega Box. I think that's my last Celebration Mega Box from the case too. But the main box is this Gilded Collection. A very, very, very expensive box. We'll go ahead and start another free pack of cards for everybody. While you're waiting, this one will be opened in a few minutes, maybe less. Let's just sell off these remaining teams. How about that Marlin spot? We'll knock them down to $15 and let them go first. First one out, Marlins. They're live right now. Steve's got the jerseys. Jackie Robinson is in this round. So whoever is in this round will be in the running for the Jackie Robinson. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, I posted those over on Patreon. We'll run them off at the end. Just seeing what people like best. Wade Boggs, 3,010 career hits. He was very, very good. That's for sure. Wrecker is going to have that one. Wrecker, thank you very much. Taking the Marlins spot off the board. Let's do the Blue Jays. We'll start the Blue Jays down at $25. They're live right now. Yeah, those showpieces autos are nice. We've pulled some good ones. I remember hitting the Mike Trout showpieces auto. And we also got a Yamamoto showpieces auto. It's a really great checklist for sure. That one's going to go. It's going out to Wrecker. Wrecker, thank you very much. Next, here's another one. Tampa Bay Rays. Looking for Camaneros. We'll start them down at 25 as well. They're going right next. And it's going to go to T-Train. T-Train, thank you very much. Here's the Padres going next. We'll knock them down to $30. They're live right now. San Diego Padres looking for Tatis, Winfield, etc. And they are sold. Going to Andrew, and Jerry just picked up the Rockies. Thanks, Jerry. Next, Tigers. We'll knock them down. We'll knock $20 off the Tigers. They're going down to 39. They're live right now. Gwynn was an 8.4 WAR player in '87 and led the league. Yeah, Gwynn was a great player. 8.4 WAR that's great, but I've seen players put up 10 before. I think this year Ohtani might put up 12 to 15 WAR this year, the way he's pitching and hitting. Mike Trout's had some 10 WAR seasons. 370 is pretty crazy. Cerebral's going to have that one. Thank you very much. Next up, Diamondbacks. We will knock them down to $25. Looking for Corbin Carroll's, Randy Johnson's, and they're going live right now. Next, we've got the Houston Astros looking for Nolan Ryan from those framed Hall of Fame packs. We'll knock $20 off the Astros. I know we've pulled Biggio before from one of those Hall of Fame packs. For Bagwell, Biggio, Nolan Ryan, Cam Smith, rookies. They're next. Jackie Robinson to one person in this round. Boggs was in some scandal, says Mystery Pack. He cheated on his wife. Came out in 88, and his cards went up. Wade Boggs is he's a legendary player. He's not legendary for that, but legendary for... I don't know if I ever heard that before or not. I've heard the opposite before. I've heard bad stories about Prince Fielder's wife and Cal Ripken Jr.'s wife, but not the opposite way. Yeah, the sad fact of the matter is a large percentage of players probably have unfortunately done that at some point. You hope that it's zero, but you know, you see how these women come after these players, and they get warned about it all the time. In spring training, they sit them down. The Players Association says, look, you guys got to be careful out there. Next, we've got this spot here. We're knocking them down to Phillies from 55 to 39. The Pats coach just got busted for cheating on his wife, says White Sox Tom. Jeez. Philadelphia Phillies coming off the board next. The crazy part is all these players and all these players' wives, if they do cheat on them, which hopefully they don't, like that, I don't know. Some people just are never happy because they're probably like bombshells and they just still aren't happy, you know? Here's the Orioles. Not that that matters. It's the person that matters. You shouldn't do that anyway. Gilded with the Orioles coming up next. Mystery Pack collector Earl Hershiser. Now that's a good man. Earl Hershiser is an A-plus quality human being, for sure. If there's a Hall of Fame for just good guys, Earl Hershiser would be in there. I always liked him a lot. He's a borderline Hall of Famer, too. If you look at his career stats, you can make a case for him getting in. That crazy 88 season with the 56 and the third scoreless innings in a row. I wonder if someday Earl does get in. You know, Jim Cott gets in there. He could juggle, too. 59 in the third, says Mystery Pack. Let's take a look at like a Jim Cott versus Earl Hershiser. So Jim Cott had a 50 WAR, 3.45 ERA, 2,400 strikeouts, a 1.25 WHIP. Hershiser had a 56 WAR. So Hershiser beat Cott by 6 WAR. Doesn't have the wins quite because, you know, the starting rotations were smaller back in the day. So they got more starts. But Hershiser ERA is 3.48. Jim Cott's was 3.45. It's very, very similar. Hershiser had over 2,000 strikeouts. So did Jim Cott. Cott had more. Because Jim Cott, though, he had about 400 more strikeouts, 450 more strikeouts, but he pitched 1,400 more innings than Hershiser. Hershiser's got the Cy Young. I say, you know what? I say put him in. What happened to Hershiser, really? he kind of got a late start on his career. He didn't really start taking off until he became a full-time starting pitcher at age 26 and went 19-3. Three-time All-Star. I think maybe the All-Star appearances hurt him a little bit. Three-time All-Star, 87 to 89, then never again. And then that horrendous 2000 season where he had a -2 WAR. I don't know. Maybe he will get in someday. Again, he's a great person. There's some Jack Morrison's in the Hall of Fame, but Burley is in. Mark Burley's another guy that's right there. Like, if a lot of people forget about him, but his stats are very, very good as well. Take a look at him. He had a 59 WAR. That's even better than Hershiser. He doesn't have the 2,000 strikeouts. The thing that hurts Burley is he's got a 3.81 ERA, which is almost a half run higher than Hershiser and Cott. But that WAR is up there. And he does have more All-Star games than Hershiser if we're comparing those two. But he doesn't have the Cy Young. For some voters, that's a big deal. You got to have that MVP. You got to have that Cy Young. Bernie Williams is a guy that, I don't know, he always gets overlooked. He's not even considered part of the core four. He's got a 49 WAR. Yeah, I could see him being in too. He doesn't have the MVP. He's got a batting title, 5-time All-Star. Hopefully all these guys get their due in front of a panel. Coming up next, we've got the Nationals. They'll give you all the Expos too. Let's do them half price on the Nationals, and also James Wood, Dylan Cruz opportunities. I always love looking at Hall of Famers because there's so many snubs that you can make a case for, and it's fun just to debate. I think that I'm more of a big Hall person, I guess. Like, I kind of like will look at a player and be like, well, this person's in, so why is this person not in? Like, Alan Trammell's in the Hall of Fame, so why is Lou Whitaker not? Or, there's a lot of anomalies that happen there. We've got the Diamondbacks coming up next. I'll do them for $1 in Gilded collection. Dodgers burned Hershiser out, and then they traded him away. It's live right now. Mystery Pack says I stopped being a Dodger fan. They used him up and spat him out. Yeah, I wonder what his pitch counts were. Probably like 150. Isn't he like a color analyst for them now? Like an announcer, broadcaster? And Dave's going to have that one. Last one, we've got the Nationals, and Scott picked them up. Thanks, Scott. We're ready to go. Everyone's got their spots. We'll do the jerseys at the end of the night for each of these rounds all at once. That way it goes nice and quick. And everyone has a shot at them at the end of the post show. Post show will happen over on YouTube as soon as we're done here. Good luck, everyone, with Gilded. I'll read off all the names, and then we'll see what we can find. It's the last box of Gilded I have for now. I think it was Big Daddy that talked me into getting another try with Gilded collection, so I can grab another half case. There's only 4 boxes in a case. We've got Dave with the Arizona Diamondbacks, Post with the Atlanta Braves. We've got the Baltimore Orioles going to the great Bambino. Boston Red Sox going to captain. Big Daddy has the Chicago Cubs. White Sox going to R. Serps. David Shee with the Reds. Cleveland Guardians are going to go to BGOH. Colorado Rockies go to Jerry. Cerebral is going to go to the Detroit Tigers. Houston Astros go to Smokey. Kansas City Royals going to the great Bambino. Angels go to Jeff Powell. Kojaks is going to have the Dodgers. Marlins go to Wrecker. We've got the Milwaukee Brewers going to True Brew. The Minnesota Twins go to Big Daddy. We've got the Mets going to David. Kojaks is going to have that Yankee spot. We've got the Oakland A's also going to Kojaks. Philadelphia Phillies going to Cerebral. Pittsburgh Pirates, they're going to go to Braden. San Diego Padres will go to Andrew Dave. We've got the San Francisco Giants for Jerry. Cerebral's going to have the Seattle Mariners. T-Med's going to have the St. Louis Cardinals. We got T-Train with the Rays. David Shee's got the Texas Rangers. Toronto going to Wrecker. And Scott is going to have the Nationals. Let's see what we can do here. Mystery Pack's talking about Trevor Bauer. Bauer has this gift too. Trevor Bauer, I don't know. I think he might be done. He didn't have much success in independent league ball in his first start, according to the article that I read. And he's still just being smeared by the media. Like the headline was something crazy. It was like it was just crazy. It painted him like he's an SA guy. Here we go. Let's see what we got now. Bauer's not done. I don't know. He was supposedly, and I didn't watch any of his starts, but worst pitcher in Japan last year. Statistically wise, and I could see him maybe trying to come back as a closer or reliever or something like that, because he's got all kinds of pitches and whatever. Maybe if he just does it for one inning and only is seen once through the lineup with all those different pitches, maybe he'll be effective as a middle reliever. You know, I'm sure he would just be glad to be back. He was throwing 97 the other day. You know, being out of the game, and I guess you get really rusty, but Japan is pretty darn good. That's a good level of competition over there. You see, they've won the Baseball Classic before. They're real competitive. Some of their best players come over here and have a lot of success. And he's getting up. Isn't he like 37 now? He's getting up there. Maybe he's not that 35. I don't know. He's mid-30s. I know that. I always wonder what would have happened if Trevor Bauer could have been maybe if he wins another Cy Young or two over here, maybe 2022, 2023, maybe he's a Hall of Famer. We're looking at him the same way as we're thinking about like maybe a Garrett Cole. I think Garrett Cole's borderline Hall of Famer. I don't think he's in yet, but he's got a Cy Young award. We'll see. He has that big injury that he's almost back from. Garrett and him were in college together, and they were teammates, and they hated each other. Do you know about that? Garrett Cole could not stand Trevor Bauer. Absolutely hated the guy. I don't know why, but something that Bauer did really rubbed Garrett Cole the wrong way, or vice versa. It was his workout stuff. Have you heard him speak? He's never been popular. Bauer's not been popular in any room. He's very earlier on in his career, he was kind of a jerk. David C says Otani's up the bat now. You have to keep me updated since I don't have Apple TV. I mean, my wife has it. I should go wake her up. I can't do that though. Like, hey, wake up, come sign me in. I know I could go out in the other room, but I'm not doing that. Bauer reminds you of Miz and Skenes. Those were some big names right there. Mystery Pack's very bullish on Trevor Bauer. But we'll see if he's lights out in independent league ball. Maybe someone gives him a shot. Here's a hit. Rangers gold relic /50. Rangers captain David Shee gets that one. Congrats. Now, Trevor Bauer gets disrespected for a Cy Young award, though, because he won it in 2020. Still a Cy Young. Just like he won the World Series that year. Was it the Dodgers won the World Series in 2020? Everyone kind of discounts that season as a not really legit. Most people don't even remember who the home run champ was in 2020, but I do. It's because it was so random. Luke Voigt led the league in home runs. I think he had 21 home runs in those 60 games. And whatever happened to him? He fell off the face of the earth after that. He had 2 good months, and then he was just disappeared. He's probably over in Japan somewhere now. Altuve won the MVP that year in 2020. I thought Abreu did. I'm going to have to look that up again. I thought it was Jose Abreu and Freddie Freeman, but the years start to mix together for me. Oh, yeah, you did say Abreu. I can't read because the text is so freaking small. And 3x3 says, you're right. Voigt is in the NPB. I figured he'd probably be over there. That's where you go if no one signs you and you want to keep playing baseball and hope that you can, rekindle your career. All the players go over there and finish things out. You can still make good money over there. Like he's probably getting like $1 million or $2. All right, here we go. It is Gilded time. We've got the jumbo box round coming up next. Looking for that mantle and all the other hits. Yeah, he pitched on April 21st and got kind of beat up a little bit. Didn't go that well. Supposedly, I don't even know what his final line was. I don't think is it on Baseball Reference now? Because Baseball Reference didn't have it the day after. And the only story I saw was a clearly biased journalist. It was like, Trevor Bauer, he's either a monster or he's not. And he put like he's basically the R word in his title. They don't have it put for non-major. They don't have anything for 2026 yet. It was like accused R word Trevor Bauer is back. Like, why put that there? Because he was never charged with anything and basically completely exonerated. Steve wants a big irradiating rookie auto here. Let's see what we can do here. This pack here has 4 cards, and there's going to be an autograph in here as well. All these are numbered. Ryan Bliss starts this off. I'll get every one of these top loaded up. First hit goes to Cerebral. An Ohtani base card, number 99, is a $1,000 card, by the way. If we can find him. How about Bryce Turang is next up? It's a mini diamond. It'll be numbered to 50. Goes to the Milwaukee Brewers. That's for True Brew. So True Brew, although it has to deal with a Brewers loss tonight, at least gets a nice hit here. Congratulations. Next one. It's another Brewers card. Christian Yelich. So the Brewers hitting big in this box. Yelich numbered to 99 also for True Brew. And here we go. The first of 2 autos. It's Aurelvis Martinez. That's a disappointing auto right there for everybody except for Record. Hoping to see a bigger name than that. These boxes are well over $1,000 a piece, and why would they put a player like that in there? I feel like for expensive boxes like this, you got to have a checklist and just limit it to the A rookies, the A-class rookies. Put your Kurtz autos in there, Jacob Wilson, James Wood, heck, even Dylan Cruz, I guess. Keep those guys out of there. And then if you run out of rookies, then start putting some nice big names in there, like Ohtani autos and big veteran autos. Because they can afford it for what they're getting for these boxes. Fanatics could have afforded to put a Mike Trout auto in every single box and paid him, I think he charges $400 an auto to Topps. That'd be too easy, says Steve. Yeah, why not just do more like veteran and big star autos in these expensive boxes? Like, why even like players like that? Okay, we got Bowman for them. You got flagship. You can throw them into the lower end stuff, but super high end stuff. Let's keep them out of there. Now, typically these are big names. A lot of Hall of Famers have come out of these packs. These are the framed autos. And this is going to be a Hall of Famer, all right. It's Jim Rice, and it's numbered to 50. So this goes to the Boston Red Sox, which is Captain. So Captain having a good night tonight. Jim Rice, auto to 50. The mix says Mr. Autos right there. So Rice, congratulations. Unfortunately, for one of these boxes costs like $1,300 or more. I don't even remember anymore, but unfortunately did not get your money back. That's why those boxes are always tough to buy outright for yourself for a personal. Much easier to buy into a break at a fraction of the price than paying like $1,500. If Lou Ford fan was here, he'd probably say tier 5 box on that one. Oh, White Sox Tom beat me good. Yeah, he said tier 5 box. Well, someone is still going to get a jersey in that round, a Jackie Robinson jersey. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Yeah, breaking is the way to go with this expensive stuff. Like for a box of Transcendent, like who could ever afford a $25,000 box? If you want to have any play in that, you got to basically get into a break. I've always been too scared to do it because I don't know if I could fill a break of it. All right, let's do the Series 1 Jumbo box next. Comes with the Stadium Club Mega. 2 silver packs will be coming out of that box as well. Only 2 more spots left. We also have some flash sales. I'll open up a few more flash sales tonight. We'll probably be done a little before midnight. Kind of a short night tonight. But if you want to grab any of those flash sales, I think we've got 4 or 5 of them running right now. They're all underneath the Buy Now tab is where you can find those at. So let's get this jumbo one going. Here's all of the Diamondbacks in this round. We'll start them off at $1. Going live right now. I'm going to track down a mega box of Stadium Club to put in this. I'm almost out of these. I only got, looks like 5 left unknown. I got another case. Never mind. Got 25 left. All my megas are getting low. And that's okay because Bowman will be coming out soon, and I'll have a bunch of Bowman megas to be mixing into the rounds. All right, T-Train gets that one for a steal of a deal. No Diamondbacks fans in here tonight. Next, we got the Marlins. We'll knock them down to half price. We're going $10 on the Marlins. They've already had one autograph tonight, a Connor Norby. In one of the 4 rounds that we've done, they're going live again. Well, not card shows coming up at the end of the month. I'm still undecided on what I'm going to. I didn't even know about that one. The mix reminded me about it earlier. I usually I have a I used to have a rep on Whatnot that would always let me know about all this stuff, but she got reassigned to another, like I guess maybe promoted to another job, so she's not working with me anymore. But I got somebody else. I reached out to them today just to touch base again. Here's the Phillies. We'll knock them down to $15. They're going live right now. I've been thinking about doing a giveaway for the next Whatnot card show. Maybe doing a watch with Jabs giveaway and give you my season tickets. You can take them both and not watch with me, or you can watch with me, and we can catch a game together from my season ticket seats. I got really good season ticket seats. 6th row, third baseline at PNC Park. Perfect view of the skyline. I think that might be a cool giveaway, and maybe even fly you out, because my season tickets, I mean, they're already paid for. I'm not going to ask you for any money for any of those, but maybe fly you out. I got to look into that and see. And then if you pick the game, basically. Here's the next one. It's let's do this one for just 15. The Cardinal spot for $15. Room and board to Eric's. I could probably put you up for a hotel. My house is pretty. We got a full house here. Most days we are packed with 7 people and a dog. So, well, we don't have Fat Frank in the house. Our Cardinals guy is not around to take him. Here's the Tampa Bay Rays. We'll do them for $15. Good luck. There is a jersey for this round. 5 minutes in the garage. My wife's telling me I got to get started on the garage. We got mice out there now that work their way in. I've caught a bunch of them. I got traps out there because they come in through the garage door. We've got 2 big garage doors, and there's like this little tiny, like pencil-sized hole on the bottom corners of where the door closes, I guess. And they sneak their way in through there. So I put a bunch of glue traps around them, like the entrance, and I've caught a bunch. She's like, "You got to clean those out." I freaking hate those things. They come in every winter, and I was thinking today, I saw a cat. There's this cat that prowls around my yard all the time. I was thinking I should get a cat. Just let it go in and out of my garage. Put a little cat door in there. My wife's been asking for a cat. Before we got a dog, she really wanted a cat, but I was like, no, I don't want that smell. But if they lived in the garage, maybe it wouldn't be bad. Next one's going live right now. Rangers down to 15. Luckily, we've never had a mouse in the house. I'd probably freak out and just like start tearing the house apart looking for it. Sometimes I go on the warpath when there's a fly in the house. Like I will not rest until that fly is dead. I hate flies. Next, we got the Nationals. They're going live next. They're a $40 spot. We'll knock them down to $1. Last break. Chris says, I live on a wooded rural lot. Mice are awful. We have 2 cats now. Makes a huge difference. We live out in the country too. We don't have a huge wooded lot, but we've got about 1.4 acres, and we live on a golf course, so there's really not much around. So they're in the yard all the time. They always get into my swimming pool. I hate them for that. I'll go out there, get ready for a swim, look in my skimmer, because I always check the skimmers before I get in the water because of this problem. There'll be a dead mouse in there. I'm just like, all right, we're not swimming today. Got to shock the pool. Probably at least 15 to 20 mice a year end up in my pool. And then they just drown, because the skimmers, that's where the suction goes. All the water gets sucked over to the skimmers, which brings all the debris over there, and then you just take it out. Here's the twin spot. We'll knock them down to half price. They're going for $13 now. They get into the cars too. They can get into cars. We haven't had that issue, I don't think. That's crazy. What do they do? Get into the air ducts and get in through the... Steve says, oh, yes, they can. I never knew that before. Under the hood and stuff. I hate mice even more now. Yeah, I saw a hack where you can, if you do have a mice problem, and I need to do this, I guess, still, even though it's spring now, they might be moving back outdoors. Like I said, I've caught a bunch of them on those glue traps. For every one that I caught, there might be another one that has evaded me. I've also been thinking about, I do have the bucket. That never really worked, though. I have that bucket with, you put like peanut butter there, and they fall into the water and drown. I have that. but it hasn't really worked. The glue traps work pretty good. Next up, here's I don't know, let's do one for $1. Cardinal spot for $1. I read somewhere if you take Wrigley's chewing gum, like the yellow Wrigley's original spearmint gum or whatever, and just take it and throw it in your garage, they will eat it and then they will die a slow, painful death. Sounds terrible, but try having a bunch of your stuff ruined by mice and then pooping all over your stuff, and then you gotta throw all that stuff out. They ruined my hat collection. I used to have a Major League Baseball collection of every single hat, and I had that out in my garage because I would just grab my hat and put it on to go to the ballpark. And I had them all in a big box, and some mice got in there and pooped in them. I had to throw away like 30 Major League Baseball hats, so I've hated them ever since. Yeah, the juicy fruit. Throw that stuff out there, and they'll eat it and die because they can't digest it. Here's the Giants. Barry Bonds has autos in this, and I'll start them off for $1. Mystery Pack says, dude, I found a box that had the most enormous dead rat. He had eaten so many kisses he couldn't get out of the box. True story. The floor was covered by tin and those little Hershey Kisses. Oh, man. Yeah, they'll eat anything. It's been a battle like every year they get in my garage at winter. They've actually eaten baseball cards out there. No joke. Yeah, I need to do the Wrigley chew the chewing gum next year. Just sprinkle around my garage and go all in. And I think next year too. Summer's here, so they're probably not. I don't really ever see them around the garage in the summer. But I've got cameras in all the rooms of the house. I don't know. I got like one, and then it's just become like really easy. Like today, like for example, my wife and I went out to a birthday party, and I left the kids here, so I want to like keep tabs on them and everything. And then when they eventually get picked up for Friday night by their mom, I like to make sure they lock the door. So I got a camera like pointed directly at the door, so I can see that stuff. Anyway, here's the Rangers for $1. I was thinking putting some cameras out there, like directly at the bottom of the garage door. So if a mouse comes in, I just burst in to the garage when I see movement. I don't think I can catch it, but just go crazy and start putting a bunch of prevention things around the garage. Next year, I think I'll do that. We got a raid from Mila. Wow, raid of 21. Thank you very much. That's the biggest raid we've had in some time. We'll go ahead and give you a free pack of cards for you guys. Thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I'm following you so that I can return the favor to you. I'm going to give you that follow right now. Next time we see you online after we're done, we'll return that favor. We're just selling off spots in this jumbo box right now, and then we'll be ready to go. Here's all the Blue Jays spots. We'll start them off at $1. All the Blue Jays cards in a Stadium Club Mega and a jumbo box of Tops. This is the next to last round of the night. We have one more after this one. The final round is going to be the 2025 Bowman Hobby Box round. And the Blue Jays are going to go. T-Train's going to get them. Next up, we got the A's. We'll knock them the whole way down to $20. They're going live right now. Oakland A's. 2026 Tops has been just a crazy product to keep up with. These jumbo prices have been really insane. They are $460 a box for a jumbo right now. When they went on pre-sale, they were $189, I think. Next one up. I can't believe nobody's picked up the Yankees yet. I'm probably not going to knock any money off the Yankees because the reason the box prices keep going up is that Yankees spot, Yankees and Braves. I haven't really ever raised their spots. Yes, some people probably sell the Yankees for $199. Here is the next spot. I'll start it at $1. It's the Astros. All the Astros cards are going next. Stu said we had a little bit of choppiness, but it's resolved itself. That's good. I didn't have to do anything. In my opinion, what's the best value in the flash sale? Maybe the Heritage Blaster Box for under 20. I feel like most places will sell that for probably at least 25. And then if you get lucky in the 500 count box, that's just all random cards. It's just kind of like a mystery box. Next up, we've got the Mets. Nolan McLean has been great for the Mets this year. You're looking for him. I'm knocking them down to under 30. They're live right now. For his rookie card, they also have Jonathan Tong's rookie in there too. Another good rookie, up and coming prospect. Little Slugger said pulled a McLean team border from a hobby box. Very nice. Cerebral's going to pick up the Mets. Good luck on McLean. He's been pitching well despite the Mets having a rough season. Jeff Pouse's Dodgers up 4-0 right now. Speaking of the Dodgers, we'll do them next. We'll knock $30 off the Dodgers, and they're live right now. Looking for Roki Sasaki's and Yamamoto's, Betts, Freeman, and then, of course, Ohtani. You pull one Ohtani parallel from the silver packs or the packs, you're in luck. Ohtani's been extra filthy this year. 0.38 ERA. Look for his cards to continue to go up. Cerebral's going to have it. Just when we thought his cards couldn't go up anymore, it's just like they've doubled. Like over the offseason, they like basically doubled. It's crazy how they keep going up. Duke says, how are you and the family? We're doing great. I think that Thursday was the best day I had all year. My favorite day of 2026 was Thursday. It was such a good day. It was take your child to work day. I took 4 out of the 5 kids to work. They absolutely loved it. They had never been to my work. It was like they were at an amusement park. They were wide-eyed and everything the whole time. Most of my kids were absent that day because they went with their parents to work, but it was awesome. Jackson came in. Jackson did? Yep. My wife, Sophia, came down to Pittsburgh and had lunch with her sister and dropped him off at my school. So on my lunch break, I met my wife in the parking lot, got Jackson, brought him in, and hung out. He hung out for about 2 hours. He got the movie star treatment. Like there was kids were whipping out their phone, taking pictures of the cutest baby they ever saw. They all wanted selfies with him. All the girls wanted to hold him. Then we had one of the teachers hold him and said, "You're not getting him back." So Jackson was getting the VIP. And then on my free period, I took all the kids down to Costco because I get a free period every day. I met my wife down at Costco, gave Jackson back, then we went shopping and got some super boxes. There's the White Sox going live right now. They're $1, and Colson Montgomery rookies are in there. He's having a great season. Got my daughter Emmylou. She's been asking for a super box for like 2 weeks. I bought her a super box. She was so happy with that. Then we came home and had my wife. I think my wife. We had pizza. Then after that, my wife got sick. That was the low point. She got sick and had like food poisoning or something because she had Chipotle with her sister and she thinks she got sick from that. But that didn't stop me. I went out and had a great time playing wiffle ball with the kiddos. We took batting practice and we played home run derby. Then after that, we went for a long walk with Jackson, of course. Had him the whole time. He was my assistant. I was the all-time pitcher when we were playing wiffle ball. He was right behind me. I was standing right in front of him so he wouldn't get hit. Using his little stroller that he was strapped into as like the ball cart. And then we went for a long walk on the golf course. Had a great sunset. And then picked up my daughter who was gone all day at her track meet at 8:30. And then we had s'mores and a fire to wrap up the night. What a great day. Here's the Royals coming up next. And my wife was back into commission for the s'mores. The Libby medal, I don't think she did. Yeah, she said she did PR. I think she said she PR'd in triple jump. But she's got a lot of action with track. Like she led it in track as a freshman. Only one other freshman. There's 10 freshmen. Only one other one got a Letterman jacket. Oh yeah, the weather was beautiful. I think it was the best day of the year. Made sure I took some pictures and everything. All right, so we've got the Royals. Jack Caglione is your man. I'll knock them down to half price. They're live right now. PR is personal record. Yep. She always tries to PR. Like set it an all-time career best. I think she said she did it in the triple jump. She's got to figure out for next year what she wants to do. She was asking me. I was like, I can't do. You can't do two sports because I'm already like running you all like every day. I gotta go pick her up and another sport running. It'd be too much with 4 other kids. She wants to do flag football next year and track. Here's the last one. It's the Yankees. You're looking for the Mickey Mantle 1952 Topps card, and they are going live right now. That's the reason these boxes are $460 a piece. Most expensive team, and we've held the line on the Yankees. I have not raised them up to like $150. I've just kept them every week at the same price. And best of luck to whoever ends up with them. Kojak's. No, check that. Jeff Powell. I said Kojak, so just was sorting his cards. Jeff Powell's in the lead on them. That card is still out there. That Mantle. That's crazy. It's become like the whole Paul Skenes search all over again with box prices rising every week. As everyone continues to look for that card and open up all the boxes. And Jeff Powell's going to end up getting them. So Jeff Powell, thank you very much. We're sold out. We've only got one final round after this. It's with the 2025 Bowman. So I'm going to read off all the names here of the folks in this round. Also, we have jerseys for all of you as well. We'll do that at the very end. So if you bought a spot in any of the rounds, you're in the running for that. And let's see here. I'm going to read them all off right now. Arizona Diamondbacks are going to go to T-Train in this round number 4. We're going to have the Atlanta Braves go to Hayes. We've got Amord Brown taking the Baltimore Orioles. We've got the Boston Red Sox. They're going to go to Captain. Got the Chicago Cubs going to David Shee. We've got the White Sox going to Ricker. We got the Cincinnati Reds going to BGOH. We've got the Cleveland Guardians. They're going to the Great Bambino. We've got the Colorado Rockies going to Post. Tigers going to Post. Astros going to David Shee. Kansas City Royals going to the Great Bambino. Angels going to Post. Cerebral is going to go to the Dodgers. Mystery Pack is going to have the Miami Marlins. We've got the Milwaukee Brewers going to the Great Bambino. We've got Freddie with the Minnesota Twins. New York Mets go to Cerebral. New York Yankees will go to Jeff Powell. We've got the Oakland A's going to Wrecker. We've got Chief with the Philadelphia Phillies. Pirates are going to Michael. We've got the Great Bambino going to the San Diego Padres. Murlock is going to have the San Francisco Giants. Andrew Dave with the Seattle Mariners. Tyler is going to have the St. Louis Cardinals. Tampa Bay is going to go to Murlock. We've got the Texas Rangers going to David Shee. Toronto Blue Jays going to T-Train. And Chris Pro is going to have the Nationals. So good luck, everybody. Pick your team. Round number 4 is ready to go. Next to last round of the night, the final round of the night, is going to be the Bowman round. Bowman Hobby Box with archives and a Bowman Blaster. So that's pinned down below. So let's see what we can find. We'll start off with that Stadium Club box first before we get into the jumbo. All right. By the way, the stuff that is in the, I guess, the flash sale section, we've got the Heritage Blasters, Series 2 Jumbo packs from 2021 in there. They're all underneath the Buy Now tab. If you want to see the running flash sales, there's like 17 or 18 minutes left on most of those. And I have a couple more things that I can add to that. If you're interested, I'll go ahead and add them right now. I'll add another box or two. Let's see here. Here is, I got blasters left. Not many. 2022 Top Series 1 blaster. One sealed blaster box. That's looking for Cal Raleigh's rookie card. It says I've got only 15 of them left in the case. We're going to do them at less than 20 bucks. There's also a guaranteed hit in each one. It's going to be the manufactured relic. And they're under 20 bucks. And those last 15 boxes that I have are now listed as well. Underneath the Buy Now tab. There they are. Mixes what Hall of Fame rookies are in here. Isn't it the top 75 cards that they put out there? It's like the Mantle 52. There's like a 52 Maze, I think. I don't know if anyone kept track of that list and what's been pulled or one hasn't. I know that the Hank Aaron is still out there for the Braves. The Yankees are still out there. It'd be nice if we had a list like we used to have a list of the rookie debut patch autos. Post just picked up the blaster box. Thanks, Post. All right, let's see what we got here. There's Roki Sasaki. Juan Soto right there. Elite De La Cruz. We got Ben Rice. He's having a great season. He's been really good since breaking into the league. Drake Baldwin, Yamamoto. Hoping for an auto in here. No guarantee. There's Kobe Mayo. We pulled his autograph earlier. And how about an autograph here from a mega box? No guarantee. Stop Boogie just picked up a blaster. Thank you very much. There's a Brady Basso for the Athletics. So the mega box comes through again, and Wrecker's going to get that rookie auto. Here's the rest of the packs. Then we get into the jumbo. Let's see what we can find here. The Frank Thomas no name on front is gone. Mystery pack says someone here needs to start doing YouTube archives for individual breaks. We do that already, right? Like I always live stream everything to YouTube and whatnot. It's not Boogie taking the next one, but cut each segment. See, I don't know how to do that. I know how to do a short. So the shorts they're not hard to do if I have the timestamp. There used to be, I can't even remember his name. Somebody used to do that. They would comment in the YouTube video, like all of the timestamps. Like they would say, like Nick Kurtz autograph bat, 42:35 or whatever. And then I just click on the timestamp. It would go right to it. And then I would just hit make short. The shorts were really easy when they did that. But now, if I do want to make a short, I got to go through the entire stream and rewatch it all and find the key moments. It'll make pre-sale work much smoother. You mean if people see, like, I bet a lot of people on YouTube haven't even seen like some of the bats we've been pulling. They probably don't even know like what kind of product it even is. But if we could, I need to make those into shorts. People see the some of the crazy under wraps bat names, or even the under wraps baseballs. Be like, you know what? I might try to go after my team in that product. Ted Williams autograph bat, jeez. So you're talking about having like a table of contents where people can just click on it. Yeah, you see that with like YouTube concerts. Like if I go and watch a Dave Matthews Band concert, it's like 3 hours long, and I'll just go to the comments and find like my favorite song and just click on the timestamp and I'll go right to it, whatever song I want to listen to. Talk about something like that. Like if somebody likes museum collection, they can just find museum collection and click on it, and there it goes. Takes you right over there. All right, so an autograph and a blue Nick Kurtz. Yeah, that's nice for records. So congrats. Not too shabby getting a parallel of. It's been a Nick Kurtz kind of night so far. He's had some good luck. For certain breaks, like big ones, I take a bulk of the paper, like draft and sell it in bulk, unsearched. I know a lot of breakers do that, but I feel like kind of like the brand that I've built or like the standard that I've set, that would be against it. It's much faster. I could do more breaks for sure. I could probably go live every day without having to ship all the base, but that's one of the few things that, you know, or that's one of the things that very few people do is ship all the base. Here we go with the main box. We get the silver packs. We got the jumbo packs. Ricker says, I appreciate that you take care of all the base and send all of it. I love collecting like base cards too. I don't mind sorting them out. My wife doesn't mind it because I pay her. She actually told me, you better have at least 4 of these 6 rounds for me to sort tomorrow. I was like, well, I mean, if I'm up and not tired, I'm going to sort as much as I can. She got real mad at me the other night. She quit sorting on me because I took the shortest round and sorted it. She's like, I wanted that one. I was like, well, I can only, do so much in between rounds. I might have like 5 or 10 minutes between a round where I'm selling off any unsold teams, and I just need to go with the shortest one. There's PCA on a pink and Spencer Horwitz. Mystery Bake says, do a month where all base is pooled and distributed, unsorted in bulk. So like everybody, like, let's say there's like, I don't know, 600 cards in a break, total, just to make the math easy, 30 teams. You're saying just send like 20 random cards to everybody? I don't know if people like that though, because I feel like a lot of people that are buying our breaks, like they buy the Pirates because they like the Pirates and they want that. O'Neill Cruz. Mizorowski on the foil, very nice. Mr. Fax says, I'd rather get a Marlin spot and get some bulk from the Dodgers. But the Marlins are the cheapest team. because they might not have anybody good on the checklist, but the Dodgers are more. I don't know how that would work. He says, I can see Jab's t-shirts, all card ship. I'd wear it. So you want like those big breaks where all the teams were like $500 a piece, and it's like a, you know, multi-case break, that kind of thing. And that's what you're talking about, right? That's where you do like one giant break of like 5 cases or 10 cases. Just have one break. I think I know what you're talking about now. Records is too rich for my blood, though. Yeah, I feel like there's already folks that do that, though. They do the 10 casers, and they, you know, they might sit there for a couple hours and wait for it all to sell. By the way, we haven't had an auto or relic out of this yet. Cross says, I personally feel breakers who don't ship the base are lazy, and they're usually the ones yelling at you that the bids are too low. That's exactly how I feel. Like, I don't want to be portrayed as a lazy breaker that doesn't want to send the base cards. There's Roman Anthony. That's like, I feel like that would be the same thing as, let's say there's a new release. Okay, so 2026 Bowman is coming out next month. Let's say somebody buys a jumbo box for, I don't know what they'll be, $800 maybe more than that. And let's say I don't ship them any of their base. I don't think there'd be many people that want to buy that. Here comes our first hit. Jack Caglione's good. Altuve and a Pete Alonso. It's going to be a relic. Very nice. A game used pad. Nick says, you need merch. You need a hey everybody, and good night everybody t-shirt. That'd be cool. I wonder if those would sell. I always thought about doing those, but I am an idiot when it comes to designs and stuff like that. But now with maybe like AI and everything, I could maybe like get a subscription for $30 to some graphic AI company and say, hey, here's my logo, and make me a design, and then pick one that looks really cool. Probably cheaper than paying somebody, because graphic designers, they get a lot of money. Like if I was to have someone design a shirt, they'd probably want like $500 to do it. Mystery Pack says, I could just sit down tonight using, see, I don't even know what that is, GIMP, and do it. Like their AI is just so crazy that I saw an ad the other day where I forget what it was, but it's an app where you can like make a like real high production movie of yourself. You just tell it what it wants you to do, I guess. What you want it to do. AI is absolutely insane. I'll admit, I use it sometimes with teaching. I'm like, man, I've got so many classes and I have one prep period to prepare for 5 classes. How the heck am I going to get that done? So I'll go and I'll type in a prompt and I'll say, create a worksheet of 100 verb conjugations in present tense, all regular form for AR verbs. And it spits out a perfect worksheet in 30 seconds. File, print. Mystery Pack says, I predict Jeff will have a website soon in 6 months. There's Jacob Melton right there, numbered to 150. I don't know. I remember that somebody bought jabsfamily.com and tried to sell it back to me. Like when my channel first started to get a bit of a following back in like 2019, they bought my domain and then offered it to me for like $5,000. Like I was like, get out of here. I'm not freaking paying for my own website name or whatever. Mystery Pack says first test passed. Was that a test? I figure I could just do most of the stuff that I use the website for anyway on Patreon. Yeah, it was like ransom. There's people who do that though. They'll go and they'll buy domain names of something that might be trending or on the up and up, and they'll make a bunch of money off it. There's Yu Darvish. There's Jack Caglione. Didn't someone have Elon Musk's name as on Twitter? Like beat him to it like a long time ago, and I think eventually he just like took it back once he bought Twitter. Here's the silver packs coming up next. Let's see. Mike Trout starts it off. Here's a color. It's Colson Montgomery rookie to 199. That's a good one. J-Rod's in there. Another Colson Montgomery and a Paul Skenes, who almost had a perfect game tonight into the seventh inning. Seventh inning with 2 outs. He lost it on a weak ground ball. The second baseman was pulled kind of way over. I feel like if you have a really good second baseman there, that play is going to get made and he's going to get thrown out. Someone with a lot of range. It wouldn't have been an easy play. 2 Montgomery Silver Pack cards on reel. Thanks a lot. You're welcome. Yeah, he's got a lot of power. He's going to be a good one. I don't know if he'll win any MVPs. I'm unsure about his average, how it'll play out in the big leagues. He might just be one of these big sluggers that hits about 230 or 240. Might be a Kyle Schwarber type. He's got that good kind of uppercut swing for long balls. Oh, we're down to our last round of the night. Just like that. I'll cycle through these. I see that some of these flash sales are ending. Like the Heritage Blasters are ending in the next 8 seconds. So I'll open those back up as they close. Because he's fun to watch with his swing. Would prefer he's not an MVP from a division rival. Yeah, I think he might hit 40 home runs one year. Here's the Heritage Blasters running again. Back to 2 hours on those because all these are ending. Alrighty, looks like I have to do the jumbo packs up next. We've sold 9 of those out of the 30. Anyway, the last round of the night, I'll pin that for you. It is the Bowman Hobby Box, final one. It also comes with a Bowman Blaster and Archives Blaster. We got those ready. So I have to go and grab a Bowman Hobby Box with guaranteed auto. Looking for the J.J. Weatherholts, the Kevin McGonigal's, the Connor Griffins, the Jesus Madays, and all the other prospects. And let's see here. We'll start off with the Minnesota Twins. In this one, we'll knock them down to just $15. Looking for Walker Jenkins. And they're live right now. We'll track down that Bowman box. Probably we'll have a face-off Friday of 2025 Bowman versus 2026 Bowman in a month when this comes out. That'll be a fun one. 2025 Bowman's been taken off in value. Next, Philadelphia Phillies. It's a $35 spot. We'll start them at $1. The Phillies are live right now. And Snot Boogie is going to get him. Next one up, we'll do the Tampa Bay Rays. We'll start the Rays and their prospects at $1. We got all the jerseys coming at the end of the night, by the way. The jersey for this round, I did not see that. The Connor, they must have printed a bunch of those. Connor Griffin debuts are delayed again. This round, by the way, has an Aaron Judge jersey with it. So, that'll be given away here. As soon as this round is done, we'll do that. Yeah, I was wondering when I was going to get those. I ordered 40 of them. I probably won't get a parallel because so many people also order them. There's kids in my class asking me if they could have one. They're like, "Hey, did you order Connor Griffin's first card?" It's like, "Yeah." Like, "Can I have one?" It's like, "I don't think so. I was going to keep all those." Here's the Cleveland Guardians. We'll start them at $1. They're live right now. That spot is going to go to the Cleveland Guardians for just $6. Is pretty crazy with Travis Bazzana as a good prospect in there. 2025 Bowman. A jumbo box is $1,000 for one of these. A hobby box, if you're wondering, is $459. $6 is a absolute steal. Next one up, we'll do the Houston Astros. We'll run them down to $23, half price. Astros are up next. Final round of the night. Aaron Judge jersey out there for the folks that are in this one. Next, we have the Cincinnati Reds. Half price on them. We're knocking them down to $19. They're live right now. That one's going to go to Older by the Second. Thank you very much. Next, the Arizona Diamondbacks going down to half price. We're starting them off at $14. They're live right now. Looking for their big prospect is named Slade Caldwell. So you're looking for. Also, Drew Jones is another one to keep an eye out for. His prospect cards. He's the number 2 overall draft pick in 2022, I think it was. Every time I think of Drew Jones, I wonder, how's he doing? Drew Jones is Andrew Jones' son, and once was the big chaser in 2023 Bowman, and then he got hurt. He was the number 15 overall prospect in all Major League Baseball pre-2023. This year, he's hitting 400. No, that's the World Baseball Classic. He hit 400. This year, he's hitting 167 in Double-A. That's not good. 14 games. Might just be a slump. Last year, he hit 255 at high A. I don't know about Drew Jones. He might just be another one of these guys that has a good name. It's not going to work out. Next one up, we've got the Colorado Rockies for half price. We're down to $22. You're looking for a guy named Charlie Condon. He's a big name. Charlie Condon's probably, when he makes the big leagues, going to make big waves. He's the number 29 prospect in Major League Baseball last year. He's hitting .308 right now with a .977 OPS. So he's slugging at AAA. He's not that far away. I bet we see him this year. He's 23 years old. He's a big college bat. He's tearing up AAA right now with a .977. And the Rockies, they need him. So you'll be seeing him. I bet you we see Charlie Condon come up soon. If he keeps raking, maybe he gets up before June. Maybe he gets an update this year. So keep an eye out for that. That was a really great price on the Rockies right there for a Charlie Condon chance. Next, Minnesota Twins. We'll knock them down to. Now, wait a minute. Let's instead do the Mets. New York Mets for half price. They're going live right now at $24. Mystery says, one of my fondest memories during this sickness has been here. I love this channel. Thank you very, very much. You have a stage 4 disease? I didn't even know that. I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope that, hope that everything's going to turn out all right. AB Cards Club, taking that one. Good luck with the Mets. Got the Padres coming off the board next. We're knocking them down to half price. They're at $17. They're live right now. Slam Diego. Next one up. The Reds and Tigers game is crazy right now. You know I'm rooting for the Tigers. We've got the Nationals going next. I'm going to start them at half price. They're at $24. Looking for James Wood, Dylan Cruz rookies. Parallels. Now I got to go bring up the box score and see what I'm missing. They're going to older by the second. Thank you very much. Texas Rangers coming up next. We'll knock them down to half price. They're just $17. 8-7 in the bottom of the ninth. All right. I'm very interested in this game. It's a final. Reds walked it off, is what it's saying right now. Wow. Well, that's not good for the Pirates. I was going to try to watch the end of that game. What the heck happened, Tigers? Kenley Jansen blew the freaking save. Gave up a home run. Was it a walk-off dinger? Nate Lowe. Nate Lowe walked it off? Really? How about McGonigal has a .320 batting average this year and a .911 OPS? I'm looking at his stats right now at that box score. He is unbelievable. Let's go ahead and do his spot. I think that spot's still available. Here's the Tiger spot. Looking for McGonigal cards. I'm knocking them down to under $100. $40 off the Tiger spot. McGonigal, the biggest name of the rookies this year so far, I would say. Connor Griffin, though, might overtake him. We'll see. But McGonigal, Murakami going to be battling it out for the Rookie of the Year award in the National League. We don't have our Tigers fans in the house, I guess. Here's the Cubby spot. We'll go ahead and knock them down to under 30. They're less than half price. Yeah, Kenley Jansen is a surefire future Hall of Famer, no doubt about it. He's got the third most saves of all time. But I don't know. You want the Brewers spot next? Sure. Let's go ahead. Brewers, they got a guy named Jesus Made. You know him if you're a Brewers fan. I'm knocking them down to half price right now. he will be the #1 overall prospect once they make that list again. Right now it's Connor Griffin, but Griffin is graduated. #2 is McGonigal. He's graduated, and Made was #3. He's still in the minors for some reason. I guess he's pretty young. Let's look him up and see how he's doing this year. He's a mega prospect. He's only 18 years old, man. And he's killing it this year. 338 with an over 1,000 OPS at AA. Like, he is ready. This kid is ready to go to AAA already. 89 plate appearances, 338 average, over a 1,000 OPS. And he's got 11 steals in 18 games. That puts him on pace for about 100 steals in a 162 game season. Probably more than that. Probably like 120 steals. Look, that's a crazy price on the Brewers spot. Over by the second. Congratulations. Next up, we got the Twins. I'll run them off at $1. Twins are live right now. You're looking for Walker Jenkins, who will probably make his debut in the big leagues this year. Mega prospect with the Minnesota Twins. He's the #5 overall prospect in all of baseball. So Walker Jenkins, he's at AAA, so maybe later this summer we'll see him up. Yeah, Made is going to be the real deal. 18 years old and doing that at AA already. That's like, most of those players were probably in their early 20s at AA. Greg taking the Minnesota Twins. Thank you very much. Next, we've got the Oakland A's. They're half price, looking for Nick Kurtz, Jacob Wilson prospect cards, and they're live right now. Nick Kurtz, your rookie of the year last year. He's coming along. He's got his WAR up to 1.0 already. So on pace for a 6 WAR season, probably a little more than that. His OPS plus is up to 136. He started out slow, but he is really coming on the last week or so. Jacob Wilson, by the way, has a 0.1 WAR right now, an 84 OPS. So Jacob Wilson's been struggling a bit, and Nick Kurtz has been really good despite his batting average being, 241. Next up, we got the St. Louis Cardinals. They're a big spot. We'll start them off at half price. With the Cardinals, you probably have heard this name. J.J. Weatherholt is the guy you're looking for. Everybody's been pretty high on him, and they're going live next right now. There we go. Let's see if we can find the odds. NL Rookie of the Year odds. Right now, Weatherholt is 4th place, actually 3rd place, tied with Connor Griffin for the Rookie of the Year. Sal Stewart's in the lead. He's been crazy as a cleanup hitter for the Reds. McLean's 2nd. He's still eligible. Connor Griffin and Weatherholt are tied for 3rd for the odds for the National League Rookie of the Year. Next, Texas Rangers will do him at $1. I guess no takers on the Weatherholt opportunities. Murakami's Rookie of the Year easy right now. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say easy because McGonigal has been really, really good too. So Murakami might end up hitting like 220 with 40-some homers. He's hitting 253 right now, which is decent. His OPS, look at the OPS, 992. Can he keep it up? And I don't know. What's he got? 11 home runs already? It puts him on pace for easily like 70 homers. Yeah, Sal Stewart's in 1st place in the National League. If you're a better, Sal Stewart for the Reds, he's been a big part of the reason the Reds are a 1st place team. He's got an over 1,000 OPS. They've not figured out how to get him out yet. 8 home runs. He's been amazing. Snot Boogie takes that spot. Congratulations. Here's the Blue Jays. Start them off at $1. Looking for your Vladdies and your Bichettes, but also looking for another prospect named Arjun Nimala. Arjun Nimala was his number 77. He's a top 100 prospect this year. And he's at high A ball. He's got 844 OPS this year in 15 games. Just 20 years old. He'll probably be taking over at shortstop soon. Within probably a couple years, maybe 2 years away. That dude can steal bases, Arjun Nimala. Yes, 17 steals last year, only 3 caught stealing. Is that who you're talking about? You're talking about Ellie De La Cruz? I don't think Ellie De La Cruz will ever steal like Ricky did. I don't know if anyone's going to steal like Ricky did. Here's the Astros. They're a dollar spot right now for $1. Ellie De La Cruz, he led the league in steals 2 years ago. Last year, though, he only has 6 steals this year. He's just not running. He's becoming more of a power guy. 67 steals 2 years ago. Then 37 last year. This year he's got 6. He's on pace for probably about 40 steals this year. He's doing his normal thing. He's hitting 265. His average usually is around there. 264 last year, 259 the year before. Power's up a little bit this year for Ellie. He's got 8 home runs already, which puts him on pace for almost 50. Just take that number, multiply it by 6.5, basically, and you get the pace. Because, season's 6 months long. We've had not quite a month yet, but almost. Did you see what Paul Skenes said about Griffin's birthday? No, I didn't. What did he say? Paul Skenes, what a game today. Here's the Cubs. It's a $60 spot. They're going live for $1. $1 spot. Yeah, I started the live stream during that game, like halfway through that game, so I didn't get the chance to watch the postseason. In theory, Ellie could be 60-60. Yeah, 60 home runs in that ballpark. I could see it. I wouldn't say I'd be surprised. I think the Reds ballpark is the easiest ballpark in the majors for home runs. More than what's it called? Daikin Park in Houston, and even though the Crawford boxes, more than Yankee Stadium, which is really easy. But something about Cincinnati, it's such a bandbox. It's like all the easy stadiums all combined. Like left field kind of feels like the Crawford boxes. You got that higher wall out there, but it's really close. Like right field feels like Yankee Stadium is really close. The whole stadium is so small. Here's the Padres. They're $1. I'd hate to be a Reds fan, says Mystery Pack. I don't know about that. I'd hate to be a Reds pitcher in that little ballpark, I guess. They will lose Ellie. Yeah, well, how do you think I feel? Pirates are going to lose Paul Skenes. We got him for what, 3 more years? Older by the second with the Padres. I'm glad we have Connor Griffin for 9. That's awesome. I wish that they. I wonder if they even attempted that with Skenes. Like in 2024, they could have probably done that with Skenes. Said, okay, Paul, 9 years, 150 million. He might take it. Here's the Yankees coming up next. They're a $100 spot. I'm going to do them for $1. $1 spot. Let's just get this one going. Yeah, I think the Pirates missed the boat on Skenes. They should have locked him up just like they did Connor Griffin. Dodgers are broke. I don't know about that. They got that crazy payroll, but it might come back to bite them. They're starting to do some deferred payments and stuff. There's deferred payment contracts like they have to Otani, and they signed another one too. Can't remember. Somebody else was deferred. It'll all come back to bite them eventually. They have basically single-handedly ruined baseball with their crazy spending. Now, owners are saying we can't. This isn't sustainable. We need a salary cap. It's not fair. Here's the Orioles. They're a $50 team. I'll knock them down to $1. $1 spot. Yamamoto was a $325 million pitcher. He's the highest paid pitcher of all time. They've also got Otani, who was the highest paid player of all time at $700 million before Juan Soto passed him up last offseason. Soto's getting $765 million. If Paul Skenes keeps doing, I think if Paul Skenes can win a few more Cy Young awards, I would love for him to try to be the first $1 billion player. Billion with the B. I don't know. Would somebody go that high? Pitchers tend to not get the big money. Ohtani was more of a hitter than a pitcher. That's why he got the big money. But highest ever contract for a pitcher was, Yamamoto. Before that was Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole was only $1 million less. Tarek Skubal will get the record. He's probably going to gun for like $400 million, maybe $500 million. Especially if he wins a third Cy Young in a row, I'd say go for $500 million or more. We've got 3 big teams left. Here's the Dodgers. Let's just get them sold. Looking for Ohtani, they're $1. The Dodgers with Yamamoto, Roki Sasaki rookie cards in this. Ohtani's. Just start them off at $1 just because I want to get this filled so we can go. Dodger Stadium is heaven right now for a baseball fan. I mean, they've got a dream team there for sure. Next up, Cardinals, J.J. Weatherholt, massive rookie. Let's just get him going at $1. And then you'll have the chance for Kevin McGonigal. I'll start them at $1 too, just so we can get this on the road and get going. Dodger Stadium is, I've been there, I think just one trip to Dodger Stadium, 2018 was the only time I was there. I was there for 4 games. I saw the Pirates out there. RC Games are going to get the Cardinals for a crazy discount. Congratulations. And here are the Tigers. I'll start them off at $1 too. Looking for Kevin McGonigal, who is right now with Murakami the favorite for the Rookie of the Year. Murakami is at plus 260. McGonigal's at plus 225. So it goes back and forth between those two right now for Rookie of the Year. McGonigal's hitting 320 with a 9-something OPS. He's been killing it, and he bats third for the Tigers. And Lucy's going to get it. All right, so we got those last teams sold off quickly, and we can do this now. We read off all the names here. Arizona Diamondbacks are going to Greg. Cavell's going to have the Atlanta Braves. Baltimore Orioles are going to Older by the second. We got the Boston Red Sox. They're going to go to Chris Pro. The Chicago Cubs will go to T-Train. Hayes is going to have the White Sox. Cincinnati Reds are going to go to Older by the second. We've got the Guardians going to T-Train. Record says McGonigal is exactly what the Tigers needed. Yeah, he's a solid player. Croatian's going to go to the Rockies. Lucy is going to have the Detroit Tigers. Recker's got the Houston Astros. Kansas City Royals. They go to the great Bambino. Rob And has the Angels. Older by the second has the Dodgers. Post is going to have the Marlins. Brewers are going to have Older by the second as their owner. Greg with the Twins. ABC Cards taking the Mets. Jeff Powell's got his Yankees. Oakland A's are going to go to Older by the second. We got Snot Boogie with the Philadelphia Phillies. Michael's going to have his Buccos. We got Older by the second with the Padres. Cerebral is going to have the San Francisco Giants. Andrew Dave with the Seattle Mariners. RC Games with the Cardinals. Tampa Bay Rays will go to Greg. Snot Boogie with the Texas Rangers. Toronto Blue Jays go to T-Train. And Older by the second has the Nationals. So pick your team. Round number 6 is all ready. Last round of the night. Only 6 rounds tonight. Be back again on Sunday. And then the Whatnot card show breaks, I think, are at the end of the month. I'll have to see and maybe schedule an extra show or two because they kind of coincide with the new release of Chrome Black anyway, which I believe is the 29th. Maybe do that Watch with Jabs giveaway where I give away my season tickets and watch a game with you. Rip a box at PNC Park. We'll also go live after this on YouTube and do our post show and do those buyer appreciation jerseys. Starting off with an old Archives. I guess it's not that old, but 2025 Archives blaster that was sitting on my shelf. Might as well rip it. Like it says, I love when you do the PNC card rips. I did a Rip at America last year. Nice. Yeah, it's fun. It's not fun though when you have to buy the cards at the shop and pay a 80% markup. Next time I do Rip and PNC, I'm bringing the cards in from outside. Some stadiums don't let you do that. I don't think at Dodger Stadium. I saw a video once of some rando YouTuber try to bring in a box of 1992 tops to rip, and he got denied, like shut down. They said, "You're not bringing those in here because you're going to just try to sell them in there." It's like, what? I'm going to sell 92 tops cards to people in there? They're like, yeah, you can't bring those in. I don't think I've ever seen a random person selling just random stuff. The only time I've seen people selling stuff is they'll sell their bobbleheads sometimes. People have a little piece of paper. You got to be real hush hush about it too, or supervisor will shut you down. Little piece of paper says $20 for a bobblehead. Like standing there like a, like maybe a panhandler on the street would with the sign. There's Drake Baldwin. So what they do is they buy them for 20 and then they sell them for like 40, 50, 60 online. Next up, we got a Bowman Blaster Box. White Sox Thompsons, you're lucky to be able to get a diaper bag into our stadium. Yeah, how about the security? Real advanced now. It's like everybody pours through all at once. You don't have to take anything out of your pockets anymore. That used to be a pain back in the day. Like you have to take everything out of your pockets. There'd be like a tray next to the detector. You'd have to put your bag in there and your glove and your phone and all that stuff. And then you have to walk through one at a time, then collect all your stuff. And then if you beep, you have to go get wanded. It was just a pain to get in the stadium. If you weren't like first in line, you were waiting a while. Now everybody pours in there. They got some new advanced scanner, and the security guys are like watching a monitor. And I guess if you beep, and a red circle comes around you, like you can even walk through there with your bag. Sometimes we show up at PNC Park like 5 minutes to first pitch, and there's a ton of people just pouring into the ballpark right through security. It's really quick. I don't know how that system works, but I guess it does. I remember the one guy at PNC Park. His name was I don't think he works anymore. He's really old. His name was Patrick. He never even looked at my bag. He would just like tap my bag and be like, "Okay." Like that's how he would search my bag. He would tap it with his hand. Be like, "You're good." I was thinking I could bring literally anything in here. Like, I think it's because I was there like every day, so he knew me. Knew I wasn't up to any funny business. There we go. From a blaster box, it's Ichiro Kano Hernandez. Great baseball name right there. And it's his first Bowman Chrome Auto. That's why we love blasters. Just wait till 2026 Bowman comes out. We will have a round of the Blaster Palooza back again. You'll get a whole bunch of Bowman cards, chromes, and everything else. And there was a ton of autos in Bowman Blasters. I don't know if you remember back in 2025 when these were hot back in the spring, but we'd do like 10 boxes or 15 boxes, and we'd get a bunch of autos from these. They were really nice. Big Daddy says, I loaded up with blasters this time around. Did you go for the 100? I bought 100. Yeah, they were, that was the way to go. Like 10 blasters for what are they, 250 bucks? Probably a way better deal than the hobby box would have been. They're just so good. So good. So an autograph out of there continues the good blaster trend, and here comes this next one. This is our last box of the night. Underneath the flash sales, we can run those. I'll open them up in case you missed any of those. I think they all finished. But there's the Archives blaster box opening again. The 500 random card box opening again. The jumbo packs of Series 2 opening up again from 2021. The blaster boxes are still there. And we also have Bowman Draft still available as well for a few more minutes. So those are all there. If you want any extra things put into your stuff. And we're frozen on... Oh, there it goes. Are we good now? We were frozen, and I think we're back. I'm watching it on Whatnot as well, and I'm jiggling the box around. It appears to be moving. We're good, right? We're fine now. Okay, I think what happened was I started running all of those flash sales all at once, and it like jammed up the system, and then it all caught up. Now we're back. All right, Bowman round. Let's see what we can do here. 2025 Bowman Hobby Box. Then we have the post show where we'll give away the jerseys. Looks like we're getting a little choppy again. Should I try to refresh the stream? Let me go through these cards because I don't want to stop the stream with open card packs that weren't gone through yet. So let me go through this. I mean, we have 2 streams running anyway. You can always watch on YouTube to make sure there's no funny business going on. Jack Caglione in there. There's a first of Charlie Condon right there. Yeah, I'll get the stream restarted in a second here. Not restart, but refresh. That usually takes care of it. Again, it's crystal clear over on YouTube if you want to check that out. Nothing going on yet. Not even a numbered card so far. Caleb Lomavita on the Reptilian. All right, so I'll get it restarted. I won't. There's 3 stacks left. I won't touch them until we bring it back. We'll be right back. All right, so hopefully that clears it up a little bit. Whatnot can be a little bit temperamental sometimes. That's why we always have 2 streams running. Curtis says, much better now. Perfect. Sometimes I do that and we come back and there's no sound. I'm glad that works. It says way better now. Yeah, it's just the hack is just close the whole app down, reopen the app, and then a lot of times it works better. Here we go with the second stack. There's an auto in here somewhere in one of these 3 remaining stacks. There's a Hagen Smith X-Fractor. That's not too shabby. There it is. PJ Morlando's a first rounder. So number to 299, first round draft pick, 16th overall. That's a good hit. How about the Marlins, which were probably like a $10 spot or something crazy like that? Get a really nice autograph right there. Their first round draft pick. It's going to go to Post. So Post, you get a first rounder, 16th overall in the whole draft. And it is also a speckle numbered to 299. You never know. Those cheap teams also can hit as well. Congrats, man. Now let's see if we can find a parallel or 2. We haven't hit a numbered card yet. We got a Reptilian. That was it. Usually it's probably, I would say, 2 on average. Let's see. ABC says there's a 50% chance your blaster might have a paper autograph. Not the worst dog. It's not the best. I don't even mind that, though, because it's still a blaster box. I mean, a lot of autos, even from hobby boxes, or paper autos. Now, if blaster boxes were like what Chrome football blasters cost, then I'd probably be like, yeah, we can't have paper autos in there. But I really like the blasters for Bowman. They did such a good job last year, the year before. We'll see if they continue in 2026. Who knows? For all we know, they may have giving it the 2025 Stadium Club treatment. The worst boxes ever. 2025 Stadium Club blasters. And people were buying them too. I went to Walmart earlier this week for something. I don't even know what. And all those blaster boxes that were there the week before are all gone. Somebody bought them. $25 a box for just 40 cards. Such a ripoff. There's a Slade Caldwell. That's a good numbered card. First Bowman number to 499. He's the best prospect for the Diamondbacks in this. We've got a mini diamond coming up next. It's going to be Jose Briseño. There's Griffin Chrome, 20th birthday today. Hit a home run. That's a big hit. Ben Rice. Red Rookie. Get one of those per box, too. Drew Thorpe. Mizrowski, top 100 prospect card. And down to our final stack. Looking for some last stack magic. Becker says, thanks to your breakdown, I avoided blasters and got so many Stadium Club at better prices. That's awesome. Yeah, if you went with the best was the fat packs and the second best was the megas. Just way better deals and way more cards for your money. Like, who wants to spend $25 for 40 cards when you can get 36 cards for 8? Like, you could tell that to a 2-year-old and they would know that you're getting a crazy good deal on fat packs. Fat packs probably are harder to find because everyone wants to buy them instead of the blasters. The blasters are probably being picked up by mothers and, you know, fathers and grandmas and grandpas that don't know any different. Like, oh, here's a box of cards. Not realizing it's completely overpriced. Probably getting $1 or $2 of return on those boxes. Fat packs were pretty well supplied to me, says Wrecker. Was picking them up here and there for weeks. That's the way to go, definitely. You can't beat it. There's Weatherholt. First Bowman. We haven't seen McGonigal yet in this box. We saw Connor Griffin. Here comes a gold or a yellow, it looks like, on the way. Hopefully it's one of the big names. It's a gold to 50. It's Trey Turner, the batting champion from last year. Mitch Jeb. We've got another numbered card. It's numbered 3 of the box. Alejandro Rosario on the wave to 350. And we might have a 4th numbered card coming. Here it is. Numbered card number 4. It's been a good box for numbered cards. Jared Sunderstrom, number 2. $4.99, his first. You get to read Bryce Rayner as a first rounder and a good one. I think his first Bowman is in 2023 Bowman draft. So that's a crazy release with Paul Skenes and Wyatt Langford in there and Jacob Wilson. That was a good draft, 2023. All right, we're going to give away some jerseys now. So if you'd like to check out the jersey portion of things, you got to go over to the YouTube feed. We'll do it there. And I will supply that link to you in just a second if you want to go check it out. That'd be the post show over there. There's the link where we're going to YouTube. So you can find out if you got a jersey. And if you don't watch it, maybe you'll just get surprised because it'll just be jerseys that show up in your packages with everything else. So thanks for hanging out tonight. We'll be back on Sunday night. I'll open up the rounds at some point tomorrow when I get a little bit of free time. Have some under wraps, bats, and baseballs. Maybe bring back the pristine. Maybe bring back a silver pack round. Maybe get some Bowman's Best back in action. Another museum round and stuff like that. So thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. I hope you guys have a great evening. Last chance on any of those flash sales. They're underneath the Buy Now tab for the next probably like 30 seconds because I'm going to find a raid. Send everybody off on a raid if you're not going to join us in the post show. So let me see. Hopefully we have somebody that's got some good stuff going on. Here's somebody named Brian Owens. He's got 1 viewer on his show right now. He's a new seller, So I usually like to raid these guys in case maybe you get a really good deal. One viewer, they might run some good stuff or do some giveaways for you. We'll go send you over there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here on Sunday night. Have a great weekend, and good night, everybody. Appreciate you guys. Maybe we're running $7 spots on some top 75. And then you got Dodgers, Mets, Braves, Reds, Giants, LA. Everybody's still He's doing a blaster box break over there. And now the after party. So we got jerseys for you over here on YouTube. So let me go ahead and get this ready to go. Thanks for joining us, everybody. So I've got a list of the jerseys. There's 6 rounds, 6 jerseys to give away, in addition to the other 3 that we gave away in the Find the Auto game that we did earlier. So I'm going to bring up random.org and give these away. Everybody that bought a spot, you'll be eligible. To make things easy, we'll do it the same way that I always do. And I'll just have all 30 teams. And then I got the master list, and I'll just refer to the master list and tell you who's got what. So let me copy and paste all of our teams. First, let's take a look at the jerseys that we're giving away. I got that information here. I'll bring this in. Let me get a little list going. So we got Jackie Robinson for pick your team round number 1. Jackie R. We've got McCutcheon for round number 2. Jersey. We've got a Vlad Jr. And it looks like it's a red alternate jersey, which is pretty cool. Number 4, we're giving that Ohtani jersey away. It's a World Baseball Classic jersey. Number 5, we haven't given away a Ripken jersey in a little while, so we got Cal Ripken Jr. And number 6, an Aaron Judge jersey. So those are the ones that we're giving away to you guys. So let's go ahead and do it. So we'll bring in this website here, random.org. There's all the teams. White Sox Tom says that guy you rated is going to be there all night trying to sell those blaster spots. Yeah, if he had hobby or jumbos, that'd be much easier to sell. But blaster boxes, there's not a lot of interest in blasters. You can still get those blasters for $25 in the store. They're not like jumbos that have more than doubled. Well, I mean, hopefully he does. Best of luck to him. All right, we're going to randomize it. This is for the Jackie Robinson jersey first. It goes out to the Yankees owner. Yankees are owned by Kojaks in round number 1. Kojak's taking it. Breaking retail, so strange on Whatnot. I can see, like, sometimes I'll throw retail boxes in there as support boxes. You know, like if you have like museum collection, there's not a ton of cards in that. So some people might, if you just do 1 museum box or even 2, there's going to be a lot of teams that don't get anything. So I like to throw some extra boxes in there without running the price of the break way, way high. So that's where you can throw in some retail. And usually I do megas because megas are the best retail product out there. Better than fat packs or jumbos most of the time. There's Kutch going next. Round number 2, going to the Angels. Let me scroll down and see who's got it. I kind of like this format better. It's a lot faster. Rob And is going to have a Andrew McCutcheon jersey. Congratulations. That's the Rangers jersey. So the Angels spot coming up there. Good get. Number 3, Vlad Jr. Red goes to the Padres. San Diego Padres were owned in round number 3 by the great Bambino, who's getting up there. Probably 3rd place all time on the jersey list. Bambino had a good night. Also ended up with that awesome Cy Young Award baseball with the inscription. Next one, Ohtani, World Baseball Classic jersey. That goes to the Giants. San Francisco Giants are owned by Murlock in round number 4. So Murlock, congratulations. That one's yours. Round number 4. Round number 5, Cal Ripken Jr. Tampa Bay Rays will get it. Tampa Bay on my master list says NPO. That's Nicole. Congratulations. Cal Ripken Jr. Jersey is yours. And last but not least, we got Aaron Judge in round number 6. Here's that winner. Cincinnati Reds are going to get the Judge, which is older by the second. So older by the second, congratulations. There's your winners for the jerseys. Thank you very much for spending some time with it. I kind of like that way. That way is a lot faster, by the way. With the pre-show when there's like a spot or a break that only has like 3 to 6 spots sold, sometimes it takes me like 5 minutes to even eventually get down to a winner. I kind of like that. And then, people that are late to the party also has a shot. I don't know. Trying to find what works best. So thank you very, very much for hanging out. AIB says buying 4 blasters at Target and selling them is interesting. Did that guy have a 4 blaster break? I guess that's a good way to get started, though. Like, if he's new, you buy 4 blasters, it's $100 plus tax, call it $106. To break even, he's probably got to make 100 and I don't know. They take 13%, so we'll just say he's got to make at least $120. So divide that by 30 teams. That's $4 a team to break even. If he's selling for 7, he's going to make $90. That's nice. It's a pretty nice payday there for one round. The only problem is if it takes a few hours to sell it, it's probably not worth it. But I wish him luck. And if anyone else is starting out on Whatnot, it's probably best to start, with. If I was him, I would probably go with a hobby box though. Maybe just one hobby box of Heritage or something like that. But it's definitely a fun thing to do, open baseball cards. But anyway, that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna sort to the rest. I'm doing a round right now. I'm doing pick your team round number 1 right now. It looks like so. I gotta finish that up. So thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna sort your cards. Everything will get shipped out on Monday morning, as always from Friday nights. Have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody.